Hello everyone! Hello world! Hello Philippines! Assalamualaikum! Magandang hapon, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Makya guys sa Langono, maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. This is your pangmasang admin, Admin Sam of the Philippine Pageants page, and welcome to my exclusive at live interview ngayong araw na ito guys. Okay, and this is exciting guys because this is the second time for our vlogger series kung saan ang interview natin is outside of pageantry, pero we are celebrating the Philippine pride. Yung mga vloggers natin, mga OFW vloggers natin na nagbibigay ng kanilang achievement, ng mga karangalan sa ibang bansa, celebrating the Philippine pride at yung mga kultura natin, of course. At of course, bago ko papakilala yan guys, shout out ako muna sa lahat ng nanandyan, sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon. And of course, thank you guys for the more than 600,000 followers na naniniwala sa page namin. So, and of course, pageant update muna guys. Nagkaroon ng triple na send-off ng nakaraan sa Pilipinas para sa Miss Globe ni, of course, Miss Intercontinental at saka sa Miss Grand International. So kagabi, congratulations sa top 10 ni Nika Rosal sa Miss Aura International at Best in National Costume. So, again, tuloy-tuloy tayo guys. And of course, nag-first runner-up naman tayo sa Miss Progress International with Beatrice Z. Awatin. So, hello guys. At ito, hindi ko na patatagalin guys. Ang ating bisita ngayon guys ay ang, of course, vlogger. Isang teacher dati sa Thailand na ngayon ay naninirahan kasama ng kanyang asawa na isang engineer na nasa, of course, nasa bandang Uganda. Of course, di na. Excited kasi guys, kaya ito, medyo yan. So guys, hindi ko na patatagalin to guys. And of course, ang dami niyang followers sa YouTube at saka sa kanyang Facebook page. Please help me welcome Ma'am Princess Jane Yiga with her husband, the very supportive engineer, Yiga.
Hello! Maayong buntag!
Halo.
Assalamualaikum. Alaikum salam. Yes. And mashallah, thank you. Shukran for this interview, Hasan. Yan. Kumusta ang araw ngayon, Ma'am Princess?
Well, ngayon, nagsimula na yung araw namin. We are a bit busy because even if it's Sunday, mag-English ba ako or mag-Tagalog?
Yes, okay lang. Okay lang. Tagalog or English. At saka parang may tindahan na rin ni Sir Hasan. So guys, parang nawala ang internet. Uy, yan. Meron tayo dito. Shout out pala tayo sa lahat. Judith Soles Estoya. Hello, sweet couple. Jane, Yiga, and Sir Hasan. Yan. So guys, parang nag-lag ang kanilang internet. So hintayin natin ang hello sa inyong lahat yan guys. Maraming salamat. Yan. At yung nakaraang interview guys, I did an interview with Kuya Raul, si Ruel Francisco ng Pinoy and Equatorial Guinea Yan, at kasama natin siya nung nakaraan. At thank you pala sa lahat ng mga nagpalipad, sa lahat ng mga nagbigay ng mga stars. Hindi kasi nakikita dito eh. Hello. Okay, hello madam. Shout out to you, Anli and so. So guys, hintayin natin guys, nagkaroon ng problema sa kanilang internet. Yes. So, yan. This is your admin sa pangmasang admin guys at nandito ako sa Saudi Arabia. Isa rin akong OFW. So yan, nawala ang ating bisita pero hintayin natin guys. So shout out sa inyo lahat. At of course, yan, sa mga naniniwala din sa YouTube, sa Facebook page din ng ating bisita na si Ma'am Princess Jane Yiga. Thank you guys in behalf of our very humble and of course, yun, napanood talaga natin sila. Ayan, nagpapa-shoutout si Miss Beth Sasak. Hello, Madam Princess ng Uganda and Sir Hassan. Yan, so hintayin natin sila guys kasi nagkaroon ng problema sa internet. Yan. Di ba iwasan yan guys pag nasa live ka. It's either ako ang mahinang internet o ang aking bisita. So nagkataon ngayon ang aking bisita. At sana mamaya hintayin natin sila. So nagkaroon lang ng problema sa internet. Yan. So shout out sa inyong lahat. At thank you pala nung nakaraan. Yes. Welcome back.
Hello, sorry. The internet connection to very unstable.
Yes, ganyan talaga pag live streaming. So welcome back, Sir Hassan and Ma'am Princess. You're so welcome.
Sorry guys, sorry.
It's okay. Maraming nag-hi sa'yo dito. Si Judith Soles Estoya nag-hi. Si Anli Enso. Si Miss B Sasak at si Sweet Eileen. Yan, nagpa-hi. Yan, balik tayo. Kumusta uli ang araw na ito?
Okay lang ba mag-Tagalog tayo or mag-English para maintindihan ng...
Pwede.
Okay, well, okay. So, yung Sunday namin, kahit po Sunday, ay busy talaga kaming mag-asawa dahil nga tuloy-tuloy yung ating buhay dito sa Uganda. Dito po kasi sa Africa, kailangan talaga masipag ka. Ayan. So, kahit nga Sunday, busy kami dahil may mga activities po yung mga bata. The kids has their activities on Sunday. They have their Islamic lesson followed by their soccer training or football training every weekend. And then, my husband is also delivering orders para sa mga customer po namin kasi tuloy yung benta-benta namin kahit linggo.
Exactly. So, ibig sabihin pala, Ma'am Princess, even if Sir Hassan is around, pag, di ba, lagi siya nasa labas, pag nandyan siya, tuloy ang business, di ba?
Yes, hindi po talaga namin afford minsan na nakaupo kaming dalawa pareho.
Yes.
So pagka sinasamahan ko yung mga bata sa mga extracurricular activities nila, yung husband ko naman ang naghahanap ng income or nag-aasikaso ng mga tindahan.
Wow. At hi tayo. Hello Yiga family.
Hello guys.
Yan. And of course, I would like to say, wow, congratulations at 100,000 subscribers na si Ma'am Princess Jen. Yes. Kumusta yung feeling? Let's go with Sir Hassan. Sir Hassan, how is the feeling that Ma'am Princess has reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube?
Oh, first of all, thank you, Sam, for hosting us. We are happy to be here live with all the Filipinos watching.
Yes.
It's a wonderful feeling. I didn't think she could actually pull it off. I thought this was a joke because we are in Uganda. We don't believe too much in social media and stuff like that. But when all along she has been trying to say, oh, honey, this thing can work. We need to give it a try. We need to share our life experiences. We do a couple of things which others can learn from us. And she started it, you know. My job is to support her, guide her, and probably enjoying her moments when she's really happy. So it's a wonderful feeling. And we thank all those guys following us from Philippines, from all over the world. We really appreciate it.
Exactly. And of course, I say shout out to my friend Usimiko, another vlogger. And I think he is in Qatar. Or
Oh,
Ay, nasa
hello
Saudi din.
guys.
Nasa Saudi din. Nasa Saudi din pala.
Maraming
Yes.
salamat
Yes.
po sa lahat ng andito ngayon at sumusubaybay kay Kuya Sam sa Philippine Pageants at sa ating live interview, guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Sa hindi pa nakakalam, guys, ang ating bisita, ang vlogger nating si Princess Jane Yiga is isang teacher po. Nagtuturo po siya by profession. At of course, ang kanyang asawa is engineer by profession sa Uganda.
Yes.
Ma'am Princess, I would like to ask, yan, ang dami na nakakilala, hindi lang sa'yo, buong pamilya mo.
Oo.
Dahil sa vlogging mo. Yes. Kumusta yung feeling?
Well, actually, I am very happy. My husband knows how happy and overwhelmed I am to know that we are inspiring a lot of people all over the world.
Exactly.
Kasi nung una, lagi kong sinasabi sa asawa ko na we have a very unique story and we can inspire people actually. There's a lot of things that we can change. There's a lot of things that we can teach.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and we can actually change people's stereotypes regarding mixed races, lalong-lalo na po sa mga Africans. So yun na talaga yung goal ko nung una. Tsaka kasi alam ko sa Pilipinas marami pang mga stereotypes at saka hindi pa sila sanay ng mixed family. Tapos meron akong dalawang anak galing naman sa past ni Hassan. Meron din akong isang anak galing naman sa Pasko. So it's a lot of story going on. And I think it's very inspiring to have such a family from two different backgrounds and ang sobrang layo ng bansa magkaibang kultura. So ang dami talagang ganap sa buhay naming mag-asawa na alam namin marami kaming mai-inspire.
Wow, thank you. And let's go back to Sir Hassan. Sir Hassan, the social media world does not only know about Ma'am Princess Jane. Now, they know about you. They know about Ali, they know about Nasri, they know about Calvi, and they know about Chico. How is that feeling that people are now watching and every day, ano bang sumasabay, sinusubaybayan sa English? Every day are, what is that?
Following us closely.
Yes, your family.
Yes, Kuya Sam. That's a good point. It's overwhelming. When you think about it, when you sit with the kids, when you walk around Kampala is the capital city of Uganda. Yes, when I'm at work, when probably I'm in the bank, when I meet my suppliers, my workers, and you hear them saying, "We saw you in YouTube. We saw your voice." It's quite too much. You one day you hear, then one day you are there. But it's a good feeling. I'm trying to keep guiding them how to stay calm, how to keep focused on whatever they are doing, and how best they can keep sharing content that can improve maybe a life or two. But it's overwhelming, I must say.
It is overwhelming.
Yes, thank you for sharing. And with that, we do interact with them. Sorry, bro, Oniko. Yes, malapit tayo. Nasa Saudi lang tayo. And hi, Ma'am Princess Carl. Yes, and of course, mega shout out, Sir and Ma'am Yiga family and bro, mega shout out. Yes, and of course,
thank you.
I always inspired. I'm always inspired by you, Madam. Okay, Anli and so wow. Yeah. Now let's go back in making this channel. Yung channel mo na Princess Jane Yiga, ma'am. Paano mo ito naumpisahan? At bakit yan na pinili mo na ito pangalan kung gagamitin ko?
Well, actually, matagal na talaga akong gumagawa ng content. The first reason why I really wanted to do content is just for my kids to see what we did together when they were young. Para lang talaga siyang memory saver for me, yung mga content ko sa YouTube. Hindi ko talaga inisip na aabot sa ganitong point. And then nilagyan ko na lang ng pangalan ko na I am Princess Yiga. Kasi during that time, hindi pa naman ako sigurado, I was still single during that time. Pero nung pagkatapos naming mag-wedding, sabi ko nga sa asawa ko, we have a very unique family. So I started integrating videos together with the whole family. Kasi sobrang unique talaga na napagdaanan ko dito sa Uganda. And my husband knows that. We have a very colorful story, very interesting.
Yes.
So Sumikat actually ako dahil sa Facebook. Ayun, nag-trending yung videos ko in Facebook. I was telling my
Yes.
day-to-day life story as a tindera sa Africa. So a lot of people knows me by that name. Kasi nga nagsimula kami ng tindahan dito sa Uganda ng asawa ko. And then, dahil mahirap yung human resource is the number one challenge when you are starting a business, I encourage my husband o talagang sinabihan ko siya na put me there and let me learn from the ground. So, every day talaga sobrang unique ng experience ko being a mom, carrying your newborn child when you are selling, moving with the truck. Ayun, meron kasi kaming truck na
Yes.
nagbibenta-benta. Lagi kong kasama si
Yes.
Chico kasi nga breastfeed
Chico,
siya, hindi ko siya
Chico.
pwedeng iwan. Hindi rin
Ang
ako
data.
makampante. Yes, hindi rin ako makampante na nakaupo lang sa bahay knowing na we don't
Yes.
have anyone we can really trust on to take care of our store. So, yun,
Yes.
doon ako tumira malapit sa tindahan, naglalakad ako every day, and then I am managing local people. We have people in our shop, of course they are Ugandan.
Yes.
So for me, it's a really unique story to tell. So bigla akong
Ah.
nag-film ng mga ganap sa isang araw, pagpunta ko ng sa alas 7 ng umaga, pag-uwi ko ng alas 6 ng gabi, and then people love that immediately because I think they can relate with the struggle. At the same time, hindi lang ako yung nag-iisang nanay who works hard for their family to the point na they even have to carry their children with them. And I know that it's going to be okay. I know it's okay, and I know they are feeling na maybe they feel like they are very tired or parang gusto na nilang mag-give up, but no, it's not. It's we can always, move on. And I know we can do it together. I know. So, yeah, doon kami nag-trending, doon kami sumikat. From there, the
Yes.
rest was history. Yes.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing, mga princess. And with that, ito, hello din si Leah De La Torre. And of course, Judith said, napaka-humble. Sir Hassan is very humble. Pati si Ma'am
Very humble.
Jane lang. Very, yes, simple, elegant. Okay, watching from Bacolod City, yan, nandyan sila. Tiyaga lang po, ma'am, sabi ni Onesito, at di natin alam tayong ganito ka na. Yes, watching from, and then, ito na. Wow, thank you. Okay, let's go back with Sir
Gina was
Hassan. You started with a doubt because vlogging is not that famous in Uganda. Now, what have you learned? You started with a doubt, with questions about this vlogging with Ma'am Princess, because it's not that famous or well known in Uganda in your place. Now, today, what have you learned about vlogging?
Actually, yes, Sam, when she started it and when she wanted to push for it, I was confident that it could lead us somewhere. Because when I look back in our story, how we started this whole thing, the first time she came here in Uganda, I took her along for my job. I travel a lot. I drive about 2,000 kilometers per week. So during my work, I took him around almost the entire 3/4 of Uganda. And when we came back, from what she saw, she told me, you should start a tour and travel company. And I started a tour and travel company. And it is doing very well. So when she transited into YouTube, and she told me, this can work, we need to put in our effort. We are not going to be frictional. We are not going to create stories which do not exist. We are just sharing our stories. You're a good man, I'm a good person. People can learn from us. Then I was like, okay, let's see how it works out. And to my surprise, it started something slowly. Now, yesterday I was talking to her. There is a lot of stories I think you need to share with the people. I can help you. I can get you people to reach out and stuff like that. So I'm trying to see how can I support her with my big schedule. And then vis-a-vis our small businesses, we are trying to run around. But it's really something now I'm very optimistic about, and I feel it also fits into our agenda of, sharing with the society and sharing what we know and, making life better. Because when I know something and Kuya Sam knows the same, we can live better. That's what we believe in.
Yes, thank you for sharing. There's a lot of support from you. Yes. And with that, having you said that one, another thing that you have learned now is how to make content. And with that, ikaw, Ma'am Predis, paano mo masishare yan? In terms of learning about making content. Kasi isa na yan. Parang naging teleserye na yung mga videos mo para sa mga subscribers mo eh.
That's true.
Yes.
What's the question, Kuya Sam?
In making content naman, what have you learned in making content?
In making content, well, there's a lot of things na natutunan ko since I started. I believe that every day na nag-i-edit ako ng content ko, I am learning something new. It can be technical, kung paano ko mapapaganda yung pag-edit, or it can be how to deliver the story more effectively sa mga nanonood. Kasi I know I started na medyo messy pa yung aking content, wala masyadong quality, ganon, maybe sa video, maybe sa editing, pero ngayon ang dami ko nang natutunan, and every day I am really eager and excited to learn more how to be better when it comes to content creating. Actually nga, dahil nga alam ko na I started from the very bottom, from the very basic, I am so keen to teach content creating here in Uganda kasi hindi nga talaga siya common dito. And I know content creating, I am teaching them to my kids, Nasri and Kahil, ages 11 and 9. Kasi content creating is not only about YouTube and social media. It's also about their studies sa school. It can be personal. If you want to gift someone without any cost, like not money gift, you can make something very memorable for them, like a video, a message. I always teach my kids that. And of course, it teaches kids how to be confident in speaking. It builds self-esteem. Yes, totoo po yun. So there's a lot of things I learned, and I am always eager to share. Actually, yesterday when I was talking to local parents who were seated together with me while watching the kids play football, I was actually trying to encourage them, let your kids learn content creating. Because content creating is not only about social media. It teaches a lot of things to a child or kahit sa adults. Yes, ang dami ko talagang natutunan. Since nag-start ako from 800 subscribers, in less than 2 months, I grew up to 106,000 subscribers, and it's really overwhelming. But of course, it's not possible without everyone who keeps on watching us and supporting our channel.
Yes, thank you for sharing. And of course, shout out ulit tayo sa lahat na nandiyan. Shin, your family here in Jensen is with you. Yes. Watching from Araya.
Si Sheena po is my eldest sister. Thank you so much. They are our number one supporter from the beginning.
Wow.
They knew my struggle po kasi na alam nila yung struggle ko as content creator. I always run to them when I tell them I feel so sad. I feel like I'm not growing. And my sisters and my siblings are always there to push me up. So I am very proud and grateful for my family for sure.
Wow. And his Sosa last is nandiyan, nagpabaat sa'yo. Si Kimchi nandiyan. So, we are interacting with them kasi ito, in the social media world, we are as one. Tayo dito, yes. Hi, Tinderas Africa watching from Manila. One of you subscribing here. Yes, one of the subscribers. Your story really inspires us. It inspires, yes. I'm a follower of your family. God bless. Wow. Thank you. Yan, nandiyan sila. God bless Tinderas Africa. Yes. And of course ito, si Ma'am Montana, inabangan ko palagi ang kwento ko. It's very exciting, especially about bansang Uganda, its people, and most especially sa kanyang pamilya. Wow. And let's go back to that. Yung sabi mo sa mga kids. Actually, Sir Hassan, I have seen the kids, Kahil, Kahil, of course, Nasri, their public speaking have developed. Do you want yung time na nagba-vlogging ka, do you want to speak? Parang gusto nilang kunin ng cellphone mo. Sila yung gusto magsalita. And that's very helpful for them.
Yes.
Kaya nga sabi
You
ko,
can tell them, talk about.
Yes.
No, about Nasri and Kahil, improving when it comes to speaking.
Yes.
Yes. It like Princess indicated, it's very important to grow their confidence. Recently, Nasri has been selected the captain for the under-12 soccer team.
Ooh, congratulations, mashallah.
Yes, but when you look at it, it's partly because of his involvement in YouTube, how we are trying to
Yes.
guide them, the school. It's a lot of things, but you realize that each of them can express themselves when you are engaging in a conversation with Kahil. When we did one day, they did a video when they were teaching kids how to use the internet, how to be safe on the internet. And when I
Yes.
look at it, many people contacted me and they are telling me these kids are bright, these kids are confident,
Yes.
these kids are growing into little men.
You-
We have only boys, so making them confident is really very important to us.
You see, Kuya Sam, my husband is not really into material things. Hindi talaga
Yes.
siya ganong klaseng tao. So me as a mother of 5 boys, I always I advance akong mag-isip kung ano yung ireregalo namin sa kanya every special event. Kasi these events makes us appreciate him as the father and as my husband, as a very good person. Ayan, I really appreciate him as a person. That's very true. And our friends knows that how proud I am of him. So when I started content creating, I realized I think my husband will appreciate it more if we make something that is very memorable for him and not something that we bought. So ang ginawa namin, if you can see in our YouTube channel, gumawa kami ng video during his Father's Day to appreciate him kasi alam ko yung pagod ng asawa ko in working for us. Imagine having 5 kids. And other than 5 kids, he has also scholars. Even nung hindi pa
Yes.
kami mag-asawa. Yes po, meron siyang mga pinapaaral, meron siyang mga sinusuportahan. So he is that kind of person and I understood that. That's why I married him because of his being selfless. So during Father's Day, I made a video with the kids and I was just so surprised as
Made me cry.
yes, and it made him cry. I was just as surprised as he was that the content creating and the vlogging that I've been doing with the kids really improved them to that level. I saw the confidence in their eyes in that video. It's uploaded already in our YouTube channel. It's a Father's Day video where the kids said their messages to their dad coming from their heart. And that's what I wanted to happen actually. Kaya ako nag-start mag-content create para when we are not around anymore, they can see that we were there for them and those messages and those memories with their dad stays with them. So hanggang ngayon, pinapanood nila yun, Kuya Sam. Kapag nasa YouTube sila, piniplay nila yun kasi they know and they appreciate their dad very well and they know that mom and dad are very proud of that video because they have confidence that they did not have before.
Actually, Kuya Sam, on that
Yes,
day when they
yes.
shared that video, I was somewhere in the countryside, very tired, very exhausted. Everything had gone bad. It was raining heavily, so I am in the middle of my lunch. I'm seated down in the restaurant. Then something pops in my phone. And when I opened it, you can't imagine the smile that I got on my face. I was
Wow.
like, this is why we're going through all what we are going through. To make these kids smile,
Yes.
to make them happy, to make them know that we are fighting for them.
Yes.
It was a wonderful
That's
feeling
true.
as a dad.
That's true. And then a lot of our friends has appreciated actually the whole video. They were surprised that our kids were like that. They were just so happy for him, for my husband, to be having such kids. You know, so I was totally proud, and I realized that I can really push this content creating for everyone. I was not even expecting to reach this level, Kuya Sam, not at all.
Actually, 3 weeks lang yata ko nalaman yung video mo kasi it was recommended by YouTube. So nung pinanood ko, na-hook na ako din si Kuya Raul din ng Pinoy. Kayong dalawa talaga
yes.
like every day kong pinapanood. Of course, without skipping ads. And guys, please, yan. Yun na rin yung paraan natin pagtulong sa kanila, sa kanilang mga mission without skipping ads. Yan. And
yes,
of course,
thank you po.
you're so welcome. Binanggit mo na yung love. Of course, we know that the kids love, of course, Sir Hassan very much. Si Chico nga. Chico knows no other word rather than Dada.
Yes.
Mama na,
Yes.
wala pa.
Lagi ko nga sinasabihan si Chico, tinuturuan ko si Chico kasi dahil nanganak ako, naghahanap din ng pera yung asawa ko the day that I gave birth. He actually was out of the country to look for, of course, for our, business and income, ganon. So I was telling Chico, how come? 6 months na kitang tinuturuan. So every day talagang nagbabakasakali ako, nalalabas na yung mama sa bunganga niya, pero wala talaga.
Nakakatawa din ang mga namin yan.
nagagawa.
Yes. At ito pa shoutout na ako sa isa kong, of course, kababayan, kaibigan, Ma'am Bayla, the assist ang patuwa. Napaka-supportive
All over the
Yes.
world. Are watching us.
Yes, nasa Taga-Iligan. Yes. Wow. Congrats. Yan. Of course, they are watching now all over the world. Yes. Thank you for that. And of course, you have ang pinakaunang video muna na panood ko, yung time na kasama mo si Chico, kumakain kayo ng rice samosa. Tapos pinakita mo yung
Yes.
mo yung business mo. Did you expect na magiging viral yun? Halos 1 million
Actually,
viewers.
hindi, Kuya Sam. I did not expect it to be viral at all. Even my husband, I woke up around 3 o'clock, nagpa-day off kay Chico, and then I was just browsing the videos kasi during that time, I promised myself that I will be a consistent content creator for 30 days and I will see how it will impact me and I will see how it will impact my viewers. And then, ika-4 ko yata na video yun or somewhere less than 10 ko na video na upload. And then biglang, hindi ako makapaniwala kasi 3 o'clock ng umaga, ang dami kong nakitang number. Sabi ko, no, it's not possible. And then biglaan ang dami ng share, ang dami kong message na natanggap, nag-demand ng more videos. Tapos nagsimula na silang mag-stalk hanggang umabot sila sa YouTube channel. Hindi ko nga po in-expose yung YouTube channel kasi hindi ko naman ini-expect. Pero dahil
Sa Facebook pala yun una.
Yes po, sa Facebook po talaga. Hindi po ako nag-upload sa YouTube. So, nung araw po na yun, I can still very much remember, sabi ko sa sarili ko, kasi alam ko yung gastos, kapag ikaw yung may-ari ng business, you know the sacrifices, you know the expenses, you know the hard work. So, sabi ko sa asawa ko, kahit yung asawa ko lagi niyang sinasabi sa akin, if it's about food, it's okay. If it's about necessities, it's okay. Do not look at the money. Ganun lagi ang sinasabi niya. Pero nung araw na yun kasi, bukod sa mahirap maghanap ng breakfast ng alas 7 ng umaga, masarap naman yung pagkain dun sa may daanan, dun kay nanay na lagi kong binibilhan. Tamang-tama, meron siyang samosa, tag 100 shillings lang or tag piso. Tapos may kanin na siya sa loob. Sabi ko, ito nga bibilhin namin ni Chico at kakainin. Talagang nagustuhan namin pareho ni Chico. So, sobrang ganda niya i-share. Ayun. Tapos, inikot ko na rin sila sa tindahan kasi maraming nagtatanong. They are asking, how does your store look like? So sabi ko, naku, hindi pa kami nakapag-restock, so empty yung tindahan. Pero di bale, we are sharing real talk. Ganun talaga sa business. Minsan walang laman, minsan may laman. So it's very okay to share things that is really happening. Kasi doon talaga tayo nakakapag-inspire.
And with that, isi-share kong video na yan. May clip ako dito. Ito panoorin natin. Yan. Yeah.
So, eto yung ating truck na sinasakyan ko sa pagbebenta-benta. Nasa 7 tons yung kayang dalhin itong truck na to. Ayan. Siyempre, eto yung aking unang nabiling sasakyan. Ayan, guys. Ayan. Eto yung pinakaunang sasakyan namin dito sa tindahan. Nakakapag-deliver to ng mga soda, mga sabon, mantika, ganyan. Yung tindahan ko nga pala, chapakuku ang tawag. Ayan. Andito tayo sa Buama Town. 2 hours away from Kampala City, Uganda. Ganito naman yung itsura sa labas. Itsura sa labas, guys. Andyan pa yung tripod ko. So, every morning, nagpapadisplay ako ng mga products namin sa labas para malaman ng mga tao na bukas na kami at ganito yung mga benta namin. So, meron kami ditong sabon, merong juice, merong tubig. Medyo empty na nga pala yung tindahan ngayon, guys. Pero okay lang kasi nakabenta kami simula nung Biyernes. Ayan, so tara, pasok tayo. Ayan. Ayan. So pagpasok ng tindahan, ito yung nasa left side, yung mga fridge natin andyan. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, tapos ito mga halo-halo na inumin na yan. Ubus na nga pala yung product na to, guys, galing sa isang supplier namin. Gusto yan ng mga tao dito. Yan. Ito naman dito na side is yung ating tubig, sabon. Ayan, mga sabon. Tapos dito na side, meron tayong tubig. Katulad niya ng sinabi ko, nakapagbenta tayo ngayong week kaya ubos yung stocks natin.
Ayun. Bakit chapakuku ang pangalan?
Okay, about that name, it's my husband who chose that name. So let him explain.
Okay. Now they are asking, Sir Hassan, why chapakuku? It's very unique for us.
Yes, yes. Kuyasam, chapakuku is something we formulated from two words. One is chapa and another one is kuku. Chapakuku, these words come from another language which is spoken in East Africa. East Africa has 7 countries: Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Southern Sudan, and now Democratic Republic of Congo. They are all in East Africa, and they speak a language which joins them. As you see Tagaro joining Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Now Swahili is like a Tagaro. It joins the people of East Africa. It's a language that came into existence when the Arabs and the Europeans came to the coast of East Africa. So the intermarriages formed that language called the Swahili. So chapakuku comes from the word, from that language Swahili. How did it come?
Yes.
I was traveling with my brother in East African countries, Tanzania, Zanzibar, and Kenya. Because from Uganda, we don't speak much Swahili. We have our local language, which we are very familiar with, and English. We don't speak Swahili fluent like our neighbors. So our neighbors use Swahili the same way the Filipinos use Tagalog. So we were a bit struggling communicating to them. Me, I know some Swahili, but my brother doesn't know a lot of Swahili. So for him, each time he wanted to tell people that these countries are also simple. These countries are also not very sophisticated. They are like us. They are like us in Uganda. So whatever we could stop, whatever we could go to eat food, he would say, their things are chapakuku, meaning they are simple.
Simple things.
So he was referring to that word, not knowing that actually the word chapakuku does not exist. It is a mixture of two words.
Yes.
Yes.
Invented word. Okay, thank you.
Yes. It's a mixture of two words. Chapa meaning a sign, a signage, like a signpost. Then kuku meaning chicken. Now for him, he used it as chapakuku to mean simple. So when we asked the people who are fluent with Swahili, and they said this word does not exist, but this man wanted it to exist, then I wanted to make it memorable for him. And we said, since we are simple and we are starting a simple store, let us name it Chapakuku.
Wow. So thank you for that sharing. So
So,
guys,
pag may
chapakuku
nagtatanong
is...
sa amin ng pag may nagtatanong sa amin ng meaning ng chapakuku, ang sinasagot namin is humble beginning or very simple start. Ganon.
So ayo sa mga nagtatanong, may bigyan na ng sagot. And of course with that, binigyan pa ng trivia guys. That's actually derivation is from one of the most spoken languages in Africa, the Swahili language. Of course, di ba spoken in Zambia, Democratic Republic of Congo. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam guys, Democratic Republic of Congo is the formerly known as Zaire, or the Belgian Congo in history. So yes, thank you for sharing, Sir Hassan. Yes. And with that, ito, Joanne's channel. Thank you. Yes, sa inyong lahat. Yes. Yan. Thank you for sharing with that. At guys, hindi nakakaalam guys, because I'm a professional Scrabble player. I have a lot of English words. The derivation from the Swahili language. Yes. I have this Scrabble dictionary. And you can actually find some words like, yung lagi mo binabanggit, yung banana na matoki. Yes. Matoki is actually a valid English word. I'm using it in a Scrabble dictionary. Yes.
Wow! Okay,
Even
that's good to
puso.
know kasi tinuturuan ko po yung mga bata mag-Scrabble. I grew up with Scrabble with my parents, one of our pastime. So dito sa bahay ko, meron kaming 3 Scrabble board. 2 for English, saka 1 for math. So, nung una si Kuya Nasri, hindi niya talaga alam mag-Scrabble, pero ngayon talagang lumalaban na siya sa akin.
Wow.
Yes.
So kailangan pala tayo magkapaglaro, ma'am. Ma'am Princess, because guys,
Yes,
hindi
talaga
nakakaalam dito,
na-enjoy
guys.
ko yung Scrabble.
Oh, guys, dito sa Jeddah, hindi naman sa, baka mami-misinterpret, ako yung Hall of Famer sa Scrabble sa Jeddah. Hindi ako pwedeng sumali. And
Wow!
with that, yung word na matoke has 2 spellings. It's
Yes,
double O or single O.
it's already in the
Matoke.
Scrabble.
Wow.
Yes, so, yeah,
Yes.
because I've used this word. Tapos nakita ko yung banana sa post mo.
Oh, matoke is one of their staple
Matoke.
food, staple dish here in Uganda.
Yes. And speaking of banana, ang daming banana sa Africa, pero shockingly, hindi sila kumakain ng puso ng saging, di ba? Until na-introduce mo.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Parang si Kuya Raul, di ba?
Pumpumumpu. Pumpumumpu. Yes! I
Pero
was
bago yan-
shocked kasi naglalakad.
Bago yan, ipakita ko muna ng video na to. Pakita muna natin to. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Soccer. Soccer.
Even you can make it for the kids. They like it. In the Philippines, we eat a lot of this. Huh? Hey, you think the kids will like it, right? You see?
Soccer.
Yes.
You like it?
Even when you put it in bread, they will not know there's no meat.
Huh?
Huh?
Wait.
Ayun. Finally, pinatikman mo sila ng puso ng saging. Kumusang araw na yan?
Sobrang saya nung araw na yon kasi naglalakad kami ni Ronald. Si Ronald yung security ng tindahan. Pero sinusundo niya ako at hinahatid lagi doon sa aking apartment. Naglalakad kami, sabi ko sa kanya, parang namiss kong kumain ng puso ng saging. Tinuro ko sa kanya. Sabi niya, ay, naku madam, dito sa amin hindi yan kinakain, tinatapon lang yan. Sabi ko, ha? Naku, lutuin ko nga at patikin ko sa inyo. So yung araw na din na yon, pinakuha ko si Mr. Paul ng puso ng saging. At hindi nabibigla nga siya, bakit aanin ko daw? Sabi ko, lulutuin ko. So, naku, talagang yung mukha nila, alam mo yung hindi nila ma-imagine kung ano yung pinanggagawa ko. Hindi nila ma-imagine na yung pinatikin ko sa kanila ay puso ng saging. Sobrang nasarapan sila. Gusto nga ni Mr. Paul na ituro ko sa asawa niya. Sabi ko, gusto kong ituro sa asawa niya, baka pwede nilang pagkakitaan. Kasi tinatapon lang nun dito.
Libre, di ba?
Oo. So yun, ay ang pagkasarap-sarap, nasarapan talaga sila ng bongga kaya tuwang-tuwa ako nung araw na yun. Kasi parang feeling nila kumakain daw sila ng karne.
Yeah. So, si Sirasa nakakain na rin ng puso ng saging.
During that time, nandun ako sa tindahan, wala naman si Hasan doon, so hindi siya nakatikim. Nung niluto ko naman siya dito sa bahay, wala din siya, nasa trabaho siya, nasa site. Siguro one of these days, pero mostly sa Filipino food, alam ng asawa ko, at paborito niya yung tinola at bulalo.
Okay. And speaking of tinula na yan, kasi doon ko nalaman sa iyo na ang mga kuan pala, ang mga sila, hindi sila masyadong mahilig sa sabaw, ay kagaya natin mga Pilipino, di ba?
Yes, totoo po.
Kaya pala, yung sa video ni Kuya Raul at saka sa'yo, ginagamit nila instead ang fork kaysa spoon. Pero
Totoo
ipakita
po
ko yung
yan.
video na yan.
That's true.
Pakita ko yung video na yan.
You see? They're asking why. So who's gonna answer?
For me, what I know, for spoon, here we use for taking soup, like this.
Yes.
That's the use of the spoon. But if I'm using fork, because here we have some food which is not there, like matoke. Now we use this one, so it has become
a practice. Yes, it has become a practice to use a fork.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Now that makes sense.
Okay. At nabanggitin yung word na matoke, ah. Yan, di ba? Yun pala ang explanation.
Yes. Malapot kasi yung mga sabaw nila dito, hindi matubig.
Yes. So parang yung kalo na pinakita mo, malapot.
Yes. Malapot.
Anong
Bali,
taste
sa
ng
kanila,
kalo?
alam niyo po yung parang sabaw-sabaw ng caldereta afritada, parang ganun na
Yes.
style yung mga sauce nila dito. Hindi katulad ng tinola at bulalo na matubig.
Yes. So, Sir Hassan, you love tinola?
Yes, very much.
Okay. Yeah, at least you have
Ma-
tried. Yes.
Yes, my favorite is tinola, bulalo, and then there is
Inasal.
inasal. Then there is halo halo.
Halo-halo.
Halo halo. I actually want to do something called halo halo here. Maybe it's a name I really love. Because
Okay.
yes. Because of the way I enjoyed the ice cream in coconut and stuff like that. It's something I
Exactly.
always look at and I'm like, I miss Philippines in addition to Jarity.
Yes.
So you have realized that Filipinos have more foods to eat, or they are more adventurous when it comes to
Yes.
food, right?
Yes,
Parang tinakain, di ba? Yes.
Eat till
Yes,
you
sir.
drop.
Yes.
Unlimited rice.
Yes, when I was coming for my wedding, one of my workmates mentioned, "Oh, you are going to the Philippines. There you eat until you drop." And when I reached and I was introduced to all this kind of
Unlimited
food,
rice.
unlimited rice, club rice,
Yes.
I'm like, I'm eating, no stopping.
No stopping.
Wow, thank you for sharing. Yes. Try to cook Ilonggo dish, mismong puno ng saging na ilalagay. Ano yun? Puno ng saging?
What's that?
Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko rin alam
Hindi
niya.
ko alam. Parang ang bigat.
Budol
ang laki.
type?
Okay, pwedeng ganun.
Budo fight.
Thank you, Ate Bayla, Ma'am Bayla. Yes, okay. And yes, another video that we are going to share now is ito, yung sari-sari store
So
mo.
bago kami nagbukas ng tindahan dito, nire-research muna nung asawa ko at ng tindera kung ano yung mga nabibiling mga items. Ano yung gusto ng mga tao, ng local community. Anong brand ng sabon, anong brand ng tissue, mga mura, anong brand ng spaghetti, ayan. Tapos katulad ng sinabi ko nga sa inyo, anong brand ng mga curry. Kasi di ba mahilig sila ng spices, na-mention ko na sa inyo yan. At ayan, meron din tayong posporo, mantika, yan, sabon, alams na. Tapos meron din siyang maliit dito na freezer.
Sari kid.
Ayun, sari-sari store. Yes. Ilang parts ba ng Uganda meron ng business ninyo?
Dalawa po, dalawang probinsya. Masyado tong opposite from each other. So minsan ang asawa ko doon papunta sa north, then ako naman dito ako papunta sa west. Kasi magkaiba sila ng location.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We choose villages.
We chose villages kasi dito sa Kampala masyadong mahal yung renta.
Yes.
Ganyan, marami kang dapat consider. So magkaiba yung location ng mga tindahan namin. Nakakatuwa nga yung sari-sari store, maliit lang pero at least nagbebenta-benta, magandang bentahan.
Yes. Wow. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for sharing. At ito namang video natin next.
Ganito ang itsura ng tindahan dito, guys. Ito nga pala yung peanut butter. Pero medyo masyadong iba yung lasa ng peanut butter nila. Parang masyado siyang makapal. Ganda ng tindahan ni Ateng, oh. Very organized. Naka-color coding. Yan. Ganito yung mga beans. So, eto yung ginat. Pag naging powder siya, ganyan yung itsura. Or, ganito. Ito yung bigas pang Pilipino. Bigas pang Pinoy. Ito naman chickpeas. And then meron tayong cowpeas. And then iba't ibang klase ng beans. Beans. Ayan.
Ayun. Doon sa video mo na yon, nakita ko for the first time yung tinatawag nilang cowpeas. Kasi yung word na yung
Yes.
ginagamit ko, yung mga word na preceded by the word cow, cowfish, cowpie, cowpat, cow, yun, cowfish. Anong lasa, cowfish?
Cowpeas, basically parang green peas. Actually, kung hindi nila sasabihin sa akin na cowpeas, I would say green peas siya, yung lasa niya.
Yes. Okay. So lahat na yung mga na-try mo na lahat?
Sa beans, hindi masyado kasi may mga beans lang kaming nakain dito sa bahay. Tapos cowpeas, 2 klase lang. Pero siguro hindi naman malayo yung lasa, magkakaiba lang ng variety.
Yes. Ato nga pala, Ma'am Princess, ang sabi ni May dito is tinulang busyang manok na may ubod ng saging. Okay. So thank you for that, May Montana. Zaldi.
Okay.
Ayan. I like the vlog content of Kuya Ruel Francisco and Princess Jane Yiga. Parang telenovela na abangan ko araw-araw. Ako guys, yes. The same with us. Lahat kami dito. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Nag-watch rin ni Sharon nung wear ni... okay. Thank you. Yes, of course. Thank you, Ma'am Bayla. Yes. And thank you, Ma'am Bayla. The assist ang paton. Shukran. Okay, yan. First video na panood ko sa... yan yung first video na napanood ko sa FB. Okay. Yan. So guys, tuloy tayo mga video, mga pinagkukuha kong video. Guys, actually, ang dami kong kinuhang video, guys. Pero kagabi, patulog na sana ako. Accidentally na-delete ko. Kaya na... wala ko natulog. Dahil gumawa pa ako. Sabi ko, hindi pwede mo lang video kung nag-interview. So this is one thing that you have learned. You need to learn StreamYard, Ma'am Princess. Kasi maganda siya.
Kaya
Kasi
nga,
pwede
ang
mo siya
ganda ng ano na
ipapakita
to,
lahat
ng form.
Ang ganda ng app na to. Yes.
Platform. Ang
Turuan
ganda ng
kita, walang
platform,
problema.
yes.
Yes. And of course, Sir Hassan has mentioned about schools. Yung may mga scholars siya. Tingnan natin yung
Kung pwedeng pasukin natin itong opisina ng mga guro. Ayan. So, dito sila. Pasok lang tayo dito. Dahan-dahan. Ayan. Okay. So, dito pala yung mga guro gumagawa ng kanilang trabaho. Nag-check ng mga libro. Dito na rin ata sila kumakain, guys. Ayan. O, diba? Louder.
Okay, with that, ito yung mga school sa liblib part ng Uganda, no?
Yes po.
Yes. Sir Hassan, how's does education or school status ito sa in a far places in Uganda?
Basically, we have been in Uganda. There was free education for the lower classes, secondary and primary, but now it's being removed. But the government tries to put schools in these areas. But of course, there are many kids. Uganda is a younger population. Almost the bigger percentage of the population are people below 30 years. So you realize that even the government schools are not enough. So we have private schools. Like now that school is near our farm. We have a couple of kids we support there. They are trying to ensure that the school exits it and, continue to teach, to stop the learners from traveling long distances to find the government school. So like any developing country, third world country, we still have some struggles, but yes, the kids are in school. That is the best thing we can feel. And if we can support them in any way, encourage the parents to keep them in school, it's the better. We learn an English version of curriculum, not as much as Cambridge, but almost the syllabus are similar. So once someone completes, let's say, grade 7 or Form 4 or Form 6, they are able at least to live in a society with some level of education. Then we have a stronger institutional and university setup.
Yes. Sa hindi nakakaalam guys, may mga scholars si Sir Hassan, di ba? Diyan sa schools na yan, di ba? Sa school na yan, di ba?
Yes
Ma'am Princess. Yan.
Kasi kami po ng asawa ko, ako laking scholar din po ako. Pinaaral ako ng mga Japanese, ng isang Japanese
Yes.
organization. Simula elementary hanggang university. So I know the feeling of having that motivation and the willingness to study and to finish studies, pero walang-wala talaga talagang sobrang
Exactly.
hirap. So alam ko na those kinds of children exist. Yes, and even my husband is a scholar. Actually, to tell you the story, no, Miss Kuya Sam, my husband, before I said yes to him, I Googled his name first. I don't know, I just Googled his name. And then his name came out. Most of the time, lalabas lang siya in a random result. Pero yung sa kanya, lumabas sa listahan ng mga scholar for engineering, right? Yeah, scholar siya ng isang kumpanya na gumagawa ng sugar company. Yeah, sugar company dito sa Uganda. Isa siya sa napiling scholar for engineering course. So, nung nakita ko yung name niya, sabi ko, legit na talaga to kasi andyan ang pangalan. Talagang merong record. So, knowing na scholar siya, ibig sabihin, he's really smart in his head.
Yes, matalino.
And then, matalino. And engineering din siya. So, sabi ko talagang this person is something else. So, diba?
Matalino din ako, di ba? Ang Ma'am Princess natin, di ba? Mindanao State University.
Yes, iba din yung mga moves ko para ma-sure ko na legit talaga yung aasawahin. Yes. Ako naman, Mindanao State University ako and scholar din ako. And yun, nakapagtapos kasi alam ko sobrang hirap namin din talaga kaya grabe din yung laban ng banks ko simula elementary. Pero I knew talaga sa sarili ko na gusto kong makapagtapos. Yun talaga yung gustong-gusto kong mangyari. So I did everything, even the people who knew me, I don't know if they're watching right now, pero yung mga nakakakilala sa akin, simula elementary, high school, and university, they know that I am already a tindera. Talagang benta-benta talaga yung beauty ko. Oo. Kahit sementeryo, pinapatok ko yan. Sementeryo, nagbibenta kami sa sementeryo, nagbibenta kami sa mga piyesta-piyesta, kahit saan, sa simbahan, kahit saan po, nagbibenta talaga kami.
Thank you for sharing. At guys, shout out ako sa lahat ng mga viewers natin dyan. Maraming salamat sa inyo guys, sa mga nanonood dyan sa nakayan. Thank you for the support. And of course, parehas kami ni Ma'am Princess. Product kami ng Mindanao State University. Siya sa Jensen, ako naman sa Marawi City. Yan, di ba? Kaya, laban.
Yes. Ayun nga pala po, Kuya Sam, nakalimutan kong i-mention, yung mga scholar po ng asawa ko, meron siyang scholar before pa kami nag-asawa, then pinagpatuloy namin hanggang ngayon. So, yung mga bata, nasa village sila, ganyan, nasa village yung mga bata, and they also have, from time to time, chine-check namin sila. Nung COVID nga, we wanted them to come and stay with us para makapag-spend time at mabisita ang syudad. Kasi mostly sa mga batang ito, they have never been in the city. They have never seen a mall. They have never seen an escalator. So, nung mga time na yun, gustong-gusto namin ng asawa ko na dalhin sila dito sa bahay at mag-banding. Kaso nga, COVID. Tapos buntis ako that time. So, talagang sobrang iniiwasan namin na lumabas ng bahay muna. Kasi very vulnerable ako nung mga moment na yon. So baka anytime soon, ma-invite namin yung mga bata to come and visit and stay with us here in the city.
Abangan namin yan.
Yes po, abangan natin
Thank you.
Kasi yung asawa ko po, kapag dinadala niya dito yung mga bata, nadaan dito sa city, talagang ini-encourage ako ng asawa ko, honey, move them around. Yun talagang instruction ng asawa ko. Regardless of what is in my day, I have to set them aside kasi kailangan i-move ko talaga yung mga bata or kung sino yung bisita ng asawa ko from the province. So, ang unang pagdadalhan ko niyan sa kanila is yung mall, tapos escalator, elevator, kakain ng ice cream. Sobrang tuwang-tuwa mga bisita ng asawa ko kapag merong nadaan dito sa bahay. Kasi natutuwa yung husband ko sa mga humble beginning talaga. He knew and he learned that way. He lived that way. So yun yung nagpapasaya sa aming dalawa to support young kids kasi we grew up like that.
Exactly. At saka para may haon na rin sila, di ba?
Yes. Meron nga kaming estudyante ngayon na magseseka-secondary na siya. We met him way back when we were still dating, 2017. So ngayon, after 5 years, nag-message nga siya sa akin lately, nagsisend ng grades, ganyan. So we are yet to visit him and see him again para ma-update kami sa kanya.
Wow, thank you. At saka sa hindi nakakaalam dito guys, ang dami din natin, of course, ang dami natin na natutunan kay Ma'am Princess Jen sa kanyang mga vlog. At isa sa mga nakapag-catch ng attention ko nung gumawa siya ng vlog was this video. Kasi pakita ko yan because I love perfume, so dito.
Kita nyo naman guys, oh. Wow. Perfumes also. Ayan, ganyan pala ang pagkolekta ng kanyang dagta. Grabe guys. May natutunan na naman tayo ngayong araw na to guys. Oh, puno ng pine. Ayan. Do you want to try and smell it? Yun lang natin. Meron mga dito gumagawa. Ayan. Amoyin natin guys galing sa puno. Oh, smells so good. Smells so nice. Huh? I can get? Oh.
Well done.
Yeah,
Thank you.
welcome.
Bye-bye. I love you. Guys, ang bango guys. Ito pala yung nilalagay nila sa insenso. Tsaka sa perfume. I've never tried to smell this one before. Ang bango, para siyang, can you eat also?
Can you eat? Okay, Ma'am Princess, first time kong narinig na yung pine tree pala pwedeng mag-produce ng isang note ng pabango. O ng, di ba?
Yes. At bali raw material siya para sa paggawa ng pabango, insenso, or even pharmaceutical product. Kasi pag uwi ko ng bahay immediately after we did that, after we visited that area, nag-research agad ako. Pero it turns out na it's actually harmful for the pine trees. Kasi aabot sa time na matutuyo yung puno and it's not good for the tree. Kaya meron lang dapat accepted na level ng pagkat or pagsugat sa puno. Kaso merong mga company na sinosobrahan nila ng sugat yung puno to the point na natutuyo ito. So hindi pala din siya advisable.
Okay, thank you for sharing. And with that, may pinuntahan kayo dyan na ang dami kong tawa dito Pero i-share ko yun dito. Yan, share ko ito.
Sasakay na ng asawa ko sa sasakyan. Para naman sure ball na mabitbit namin. Yeah. Ha? Or, bitbitin ko daw yung kaya kung dalhin pa uwi, sabi ni Mama Sam, guys. Kaya ginalingan ko na, 4. Kaya ko pa ba? Tara na guys, sabi ni Mama Sam, hanggang sa kaya ko daw.
Ayun. Ang tanong, ilang pinyang nadala mo?
Ang dami kong nadalang pinya, 22. Halos hindi magkasya sa loob ng sasakyan. Kasi sabi ng asawa ko, yung pinya pala, very sensitive yan. He was telling me, honey, these pineapples, they are sensitive. You can find them when they are not okay after you travel for 4 hours. Sabi ko, no, we cannot leave them. They are free. Mama Sam is giving us. And we need the fruit. And Auntie Christine is having knee pain. So, nang mga panahon na nagsasakit yung tuhod ni Auntie Christine, nag-research ako agad. Nakita ko na pineapple is good for that kind of cases. So, naiisip ko si Auntie Christine, kada pitas ko, dagdagan pa natin kasi para makagawa ng juice para kay Auntie. So, ayun, tawa naman si Mama Sam kasi wala nga akong hiya. Pero kaibigan naman namin si Mama Sam. Meron kaming pineapple garden before.
Yes.
Meron kaming pineapple garden before. Alam mo, Kuya Sam, bakit pineapple garden really appeals to me? I remember growing up, I was in high school and I told this story to my husband. Actually, I was in university. A friend invited us. I cannot afford to buy the pineapple in Polomolok. It was the good one that they export. So I cannot afford that one. And I really wanted to try it and to give some for my family back home. Nagbakasyon lang kami sa bahay ng kaibigan ko na malapit sa may Pinyahan. wala akong alam talaga sa pinya. Kahit na nasa parang 30 minutes away lang kami dun sa may pinyahan sa may South Cotabato. So sabi ng kaibigan ko, tara banguha tayo ng pinya. So sabi ko, sige. Hindi ko naman alam na kailangan pala naka-get up ka pag kumukuha ng pinya. Ang dami kong sugat. So sabi ko, naku, feeling ko talaga hindi ko ma-afford to the point na sumama ako sa kaibigan ko para mamitas dun sa parang private na garden. Wag ko nang sabihin yung name, baka habulin tayo. Pero nakakuha ko ng kalahati sa ako that time, sobrang tuwa ko. So sinabi ko sa asawa ko, nung nalaman ko na may pineapple garden yung asawa ko, sabi ko, do you know the story that I just used to pick them from a private garden without permission? Kasi nga I really wanted to taste. I really wanted to taste. Wala talaga akong pera. Yung
matamis ba?
Sila
Yung pineapple na yan?
Sobrang tamis po. Yes, sobrang tamis. So yun,
Wow, thank you for
sabi
sharing,
ng kaibigan ko, doon daw sila kumukuha. So kumuha kami. So sabi ko sa asawa ko, now I feel so good that my husband has pineapple garden.
Wow.
Dati yon. Pero ngayon wala na siyang pineapple garden. Yung kaibigan na lang namin ang meron.
Yes. And shout out ako sa kaibigan ko si Ate Lani Villarmino, ang kaibigan ng aking late.
Hello po.
Umanaw na si Gary. Yes. Thank you. At yes, I'm proud. Ulumunok. Yes.
Magtago
Okay,
tayo,
si
makamahabol tayo ng may-ari.
Correct. And speaking of that pineapple, with Mama Sam, Sir Hassan, you have, kasi na-part mo sa story mo dati, you have helped before Mama Sam, what's that?
The story of you and Mama Sam.
Yes. Mom, you know, Kuya Sam, the way I live my life, and even before she knows, I live closely with people, simple people on the ground. You know, having grown up from the countryside with my grandmother, I appreciate that most of the life starts with the people on the ground. So how did I meet Mama Sam? Because she's part of us and she has taught us a lot of things from her humble beginning as a village lady, business person, to where she is right now. So I was driving from our farm and it was raining heavily. When I'm driving, normally I don't pick people from the road because it is not safe. You can get people who are not okay. So in doing it, I met Mama Sam. She was on the road with, she had left her husband a few meters away. It was raining heavily. She needed someone to help her reach the next town. So I don't know how I was convinced in my head to stop. So when I stopped, I put her in the car and I drove her up to the town. So from there, she was telling me, what do you do at your farm? I was then only planting maize, keeping the goats and cows and bananas. And then she gave me her number. She said, if you want to start pineapples, you can call me. From there, we became very close friends. She taught us how to grow the pineapples. She manages the gardens when we are not there. She even the one who actually introduced us to sari because she was learning sari and at the same time doing pineapple. So she brought the idea of sari. Then we started. She even gave us a building. She owned a building in that suburb, and then we got where to put our sari. So Mama Sam is a very, very hardworking woman.
Very hardworking woman.
And her children and her husband, maybe one day we shall host them in our channel and they speak to us and they speak to our viewers. They are very good people. And we are learning a lot from them as a mature couple, as people in the locality trying to make life better.
Wow, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Sir Hassan. Lani Villarmino, Ate Lani, lagi po ako nanonood sa inyo. Wow, thank you. And Herpy Gonzalez,
Thank you po.
Yes, thank you. Yes, good evening po from the Philippines. Yes, Philippines. At wow, ang saya, nandyan yung asawa ni Madam. Yes, nandito napaka-supportive. Yan, salamat, merong signal. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you sa lahat ng mga viewers natin na nandyan. Maraming salamat. At from Pineapple, of course, hilig ni Madam Princess, si Ma'am Princess. Dito naman tayo sa kay kuan naman tayo, Sir Hassan, ang kanyang, of course, ang kanyang mga baka na may mga pangalan. Okay, ito.
Kaloko.
Having an
Ito.
Hala, seryoso pala yung asawa ko. Guys, may mga pangalan pala yung baka niya.
Kaloko, that one.
Kaloko. This one is Kaloko.
It is the third cow on
Ah.
this farm. We
Ah.
got 6, and this one was the third
Was
one.
the third one? Where's the first one?
The first one was Magabo. Is it Magabo?
Alala ng asawa ko yung unang baka niya hanggang sa ikatatlo. Si Koloko yung ikatatlo niyang naging baka. Tapos si Choz, yun yung sa likod. Si Choz, yun. Tahimik, ayun mailap. Yun ang pinaka-paborito ng asawa ko. Kasi daw malusog at maganda yung sungay.
Kaloko
Ah.
is cow number 3.
Kau na.
On the farm. It has produced a couple of them. This one.
Wow, kaloko, Diyos. Okay. Sir Hassan, how important or beneficial is having animal husbandry or animal farm also in Uganda?
Yes, traditionally cows and animals are part of our lives. You see, if
Yes.
you are in a household and you have a cow, in our culture, you have goats, you have sheep, you considered to be able even to take care of a woman. So if you're coming to marry from a particular family, you expected to have cows, goats, a banana plantation, because you have to feed the wife and the kids. So these cows are so part of our culture, and we come from a very vibrant culture with cows as one of our major income generating activities. If someone is rearing cows, we sell the milk, we sell the hides and skin, and we
Yes.
sell the cows themselves. So a home with cows is sure that they will pay the school fees, they will buy food home, and they will be able to take care of the wife and the family.
I remember, Kuya Sam, let me add something. I remember
Yes,
I was
yes.
pregnant with Kulot, with Kalbi. I was pregnant with him. And then immediately, nung nalaman ng husband ko na buntis ako, talagang nag-invest siya agad sa baka. Kasi yung asawa ko, hindi siya naglalagay ng pera sa bangko. He doesn't believe in that kind of savings. So for him, he bought cows. So after some time, the cows will give birth in the period of 9 months. Tamang-tama, pag nanganak ako, meron pa siyang profit doon. So nung time na sabi ko, hala, kabuhayan ko na, ayun na, nagsimula na siyang magbenta ng mga baka na binili niya 9 months before. Nung nalaman niya na magkakaroon nga kami ng anak. Ayun. So ganun siya na klase ng tao. Always one step
Okay.
ahead.
Yes, Herfy Gonzalez, very intelligent engineer Hassan, Madam Princess. Halata.
He
Yes.
is an
Very
intelligent
evident.
guy.
Very smart, yes. Matulungit. And
Opo.
very humble. Yes, okay. Update ako sa vlog ni Princess. Yes, of course, from Jensen si Laika. Nabanggit mo yung hindi sila masyadong nagtitiwala sa system of savings through banking. Si Kuya Raul,
Yes.
yung mga Equatorial Guinea, parang may mindsetting ganun. No? Mga Africans, parang may
Yes
mga,
po.
hindi kagaya natin mga Pilipino, no?
Yes po, totoo.
Bakit yan?
Yes. Ganun kasi nung bago pa lang kami ng asawa ko, when I just met him, he always hears me, I want to save in my bank, I want to save in my bank, I have my own bank, ganun. Pero ang asawa ko, never talaga yan siyang nag-save sa bangko. Never. Wala po talaga kaming pera sa bangko kasi ang asawa ko, he believes na money can actually move. It doesn't have to sit there. So yung utak ng asawa ko talaga is very wide for investment and business. Kaya nga lagi ko siyang ina-appreciate kasi bukod sa talagang matalino siya sa business, hindi siya madamot sa mga business idea. He is always there to advise and to give what he thinks. Kasi meron tayong mga nakakilalang tao, no? Ayaw nilang mag-share ng business idea or pag may business sila,
Yes.
hindi nila sinasabi how to take care of it, what are the possible challenges that you will face. But Hassan is never like that. Never. I always watch him when he speaks kasi I moved with him a lot before, lalo na nung hindi pa ako buntis. Or kapag may bisita kami dito sa bahay, I always hear my husband talk about business ideas, how to take care of the business, what are the challenges and how you can solve it. And every time na may tumatawag sa asawa ko to advise, to ask for advice, he is always all out. He is always all out sa pag-advise at pagsabi kung anong magandang technique, anong magandang strategy. So, yun. talagang ganun siyang klase ng tao. So wala kaming savings sa bangko. It's either, ang ginagawa ng asawa ko, it's either buy and sell ng property or ng lupa. Kasi nga Uganda is still very virgin country. Ibig sabihin, marami pa talagang business opportunities dito. So yung lupa, buy and sell, property, buy and sell, at saka farm, ayun, baka. Kasi nanganganak sila, mga kambing, ganyan.
Exactly.
And a lot more. Kaya nag-start kami ng wholesale at saka retail kasi we wanted to learn from the ground.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. At ito, shoutout muna tayo. Shoutout daw Crispy TV. Crispy, mega shoutout. Yes. Watching from Bohol Sea. V. Raro. Yes. The Char. I always follow your vlog, Madam. Tindera sa Africa. Malit usahay. Uy, walay load. Okay, walay load usahay. Pero okay ra. Yes. Maricel. Rom Cales, magandang gabi po sa lahat kahit saan. Sir Hassan and Ma'am Jane. Yes, of course. Thank you. At so ibig sabihin pala, Ma'am Jane, Ma'am Princess, hindi uso sa kanilang itiin. Unlike sa atin na may dala-dalang itiin.
Merong uso na uso yung ATM. Pero yung ATM, hindi ko lang iba. I cannot speak to Ugandans in general. Maybe my husband can speak. But for us, me and my husband, the ATM is just there to move the money around.
Yes.
Deposit, withdraw,
yes,
pay,
yes.
deposit, withdraw, pay. Ganun yung gawain ng aming ATM mag-asawa. At saka kapag nagta-travel, kasi pag nagta-travel, syempre dala ko ang isang ATM, my husband puts money in that ATM and then I take it out. Ganun. Pero yung para sa savings, wala po. Hindi po kami naniniwala. Ngayon, hindi na ako naniniwala. Kasi I learned from him. I learned from him.
Thank you, Sir Hassan. At saka side naman kasi ng, of course, sa Muslim side naman, kasi of course, Mindanao ako, actually yung interest kasi bawal din sa atin sa pera yung interest. It's not,
yes po.
Of course, yes. Anyway, let's share this. May isa ka pang video bago tayo mag-run, guys, kasi huli pa akong video dito na nakaka-relate ako dito.
Okay lang po. We are here for you guys.
Thank you. And actually, I'm excited ako na actually ang saya ng interview na to with you, and Sir Hassan. Thank you for this opportunity na kasama ko kayo. May pinuntahan ka, hindi mo pa lang na sinabi kung ano yung puno, alam ko na kasi taga-probinsya din ako. Ito yon.
Pero may mga guest dito minsan na naupo. Para lang siyang hacienda dito na side. At meron akong nakita na sobrang ganda at ikinagalak ng aking mga mata at tara't lapitan natin. Ako'y na-distract ng bongga. Bakit? Ang kahinaan ng lola nyo ay mamitas ng bayabas! Whee! Guys, kita nyo ba? Kailangan ko ng plastic, kailangan ko ng supot. Oh my goodness, ang daming hinog, guys. Oh, wow, ewan ko kung kailan ako last nakapagpitas ng bayabas.
Ayun, nakita ko kasi yung puno ng bayabas bago mo sinabi, kaya alam ko na. At saka, diba? Kumusta ang araw na yun?
Grabe talaga. Sobrang saya ng araw na yun. Actually, that was a road trip with my husband. We went out together for 3 days. Kasi ang tagal kong hindi nakasama sa asawa ko sa road trip. Usually, he takes me with him to understand his nature of his job. Kasi normally, ang root kasi ng argument between mag-asawa, no, is yung time ng pag-uwi ng asawa. What time are you coming back? Where are you going? Ganon. That is a normal scenario of marriage. My husband, before we got married, the first thing he did was to take me with him on his job. Sinama niya talaga ako ng 1 buwan, mga 3 weeks ata. Sobrang dami kong pagod talaga, but I saw what kind of job he has from the ground. I understood that time availability, kung kailan lang siya available, naintindihan ko yung pagod, yung level ng pagod niya as a telecommunication engineer. Tapos, na-gets ko talaga na hindi pala madali yung kanyang work din talaga. So this time, sinama niya ulit ako dahil medyo malaki na si Chico. So sabi niya, let's go together, let's go to the north. So ang dami kong natutunan dun sa north. Kaya gustong-gusto kong mag-road trip dito sa Uganda kasi I learned every single detail. Wala akong nami-miss. Simula sa bahay, paglabas ng bahay hanggang pagdating namin sa final destination, ang dami kong nakita at natutunan about Uganda. Na meron palang part dito sa Uganda. I was so amazed and I was so surprised. So I asked him, I've been noticing the ladies working, where are the men? Or I've been noticing ladies biking with matoke, with a sack of charcoal, with the
Yes.
baby on the back. Hindi ko nga lang makunan ng video kasi tumatakbo ang sasakyan. Pero I was really amazed and I was really empowered and inspired. Tapos sabi ng asawa ko, dun daw na part talaga na Uganda, women are more hardworking than men. That's why it's a very common scenario to see the women working, even biking with a baby at the back and a sack of charcoal or a bunch of matoke on a single bicycle. So yun, tapos marami akong nakitang mga mud hut, yung mga huts na gawa sa lupa, which is a very common house at the north. Kasi nga, it is more, how do you call, malamig. Mas malamig siyang tulugan. Yung mga ganong klaseng bahay. Pero ang ganda ng setup, ang linis. So people might think that it shows or symbolizes poverty, but it's actually not. It is the way of living, and it says a lot about African culture and African history. So let's try to shake out the things that it's poverty, very poor. It's actually not. People are very happy and satisfied. They have a source of income, and they have schools on that side as well. And the ground is organized and clean. So yun, ang dami ko natutunan on that road trip. At saka nakita nyo naman, sobrang saya ko makakita ng kulambo, ng bayabas.
Yes, nakita ko yun. Kulang ko na yun.
Yes.
Malamok ba dyan? Kasi nakikita ko parang common yung kulambo.
They're talking about mosquito. Is it a lot of mosquitoes?
Yes, it's one of the biggest challenge we have, and we lose a lot of people dying from malaria. The female anopheles mosquito. The government and the health centers encourage the mosquito nets and spraying occasionally, because we are a very green country. Kuyasam, Uganda is the pearl of Africa. We have so much forests, we have so much freshwater bodies, and all these are breeding areas for mosquitoes. So the scientists should research more, find. Yesterday I was watching YouTube and I saw how the Singaporeans are fighting mosquitoes. So probably even Ugandans will come up with such solutions. But mosquitoes is a serious problem here, and many people die of malaria.
Yes. Thank you for sharing, Sir Hassan. Yes, okay. Hi, Princess. Nice watching your interview. Wala si Kulot-Kulot at Chico at si Ali. I think nandiyan din sila.
Yes
Congrats
po. Andito sila, pero
yes.
They are downstairs. Mamaya na lang po sa live. Sa live natin sa YouTube channel.
Of course, congratulations sa Philippine pageants dahil sa inyo, Sir Sa. Marami pa kami nalaman sa idol namin sa continuous interview sa mga vlogger naman. Yes, thank you, Zaldi. Sorry. Nagbabasa pala si
Thank you so much, Philippine pageants. Now we know a lot from our idol couples.
Yan. Thank you. At ito, huli na lang. Huling video na lang tayo. Ito.
No, it's okay po.
Nakilala ka. Ito, wow. Naging endorser na ang banks ni Madam, di ba?
Tindera sa Africa is speaking dollars, or speaking in English, that's what we call it. And you guys will stay with me and watch this whole episode and see what Kampala has to offer when it comes to accommodations. Now we are right here at this property. I am very excited. I know that the owner of that property is up there waiting for us. But I would like to show you around this whole space, how amazing it is, and why is it perfect for you guys to stay here when you are in Kampala, Uganda. Alright guys, finally we are in this beautiful property with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms here in Kampala, Uganda. So let's go and check it out together.
Kumusta moment na yan? Paano kanila nalaman? Tapos ito, mag-endorse.
Hindi ako makapaniwala nung una. Kasi ang dami kong nare-receive na message. I have been receiving a lot of messages, both privately and also kahit sa mga comments. So merong mga iba na pumapasok doon sa aking mga message request. So etong message na to pumasok sa message request. I was having a meeting in the bank with my husband. And then nakita ko yung message sa message request. At first, of course, merong skeptical ka kasi ang dami ko nga nare-receive na mga
Exactly.
messages na scam, ganon. So, nung nagpakilala naman siya ng maayos and then immediately na-add ko yung WhatsApp niya, I tend to find out na taga dito pala siya sa Uganda, pero nakapag-asawa siya ng tagalabas. They came back here and they started their own business, which is Airbnb. Ngayon, for her, she really believes on marketing online or social media. So, nagtataka siya one day, every time na nagbubukas siya ng YouTube, yung mukha ko, nandun lagi nakapop up sa gilid, sinasuggest ni YouTube. So, nagtataka na siya, sino ba tong Pilipinas sa Uganda na to? Siyempre, bigla siyang naging curious. Nakikita niya, every day daw talaga, every time na she opens YouTube channel, my face is the one that pops up on the side of the YouTube.
Yes.
So she's like, this Filipina is always here. Let me try to watch her story. So she saw how consistent I was. Every day I was uploading 1 or 2 videos. She saw that I was here in Uganda. I am married to my husband. She saw that in my videos I was talking about our business. I was exposing my kids. So she saw how confident and how consistent I was as a YouTube blogger. And then she noticed that my number of views and my number of subscribers are growing very fast. So she wanted her Airbnb property to be one of my content. So nung nag-message siya sa akin, yun lang talaga yung goal niya, actually, na mailagay lang yung property niya sa channel ko. Regardless of how I'm going to do it, she actually doesn't bother too much, pero gusto niya lang maging isa dun sa content na kapag nagpa-pop up yung videos ko, people will also see her property. Kasi it's her own work. She was so proud and I was so proud of her actually. She's a very strong woman. My husband also met her. Very smart and very hands-on on business. So I learned a lot from her on a very short time that we've been together. So, sabi niya sa akin, I just want my video or my property to be there because I am proud of my work. She did the, how do you call this? The interior designing on her own. So, to see that her property and her work is in my channel makes her happy. So, sabi niya, paki-promote naman nito, magkano ang fee mo, ganyan. So, I started from there. That is my first ever promoting project dito sa Uganda as a content creator.
Thank you. Thank you for
So,
sharing.
Yes.
At
Masaya
ito,
naman siya,
yes,
Kuya Sam.
Kuya.
Masaya naman siya, Kuya Sam, sa naging output that she will ask me to
Yes.
film another 2 property that she is preparing to add on her Airbnb business.
Ang laki ng business niya at saka ang laki ng building, di ba?
Yeah, actually po, the building is owned by the government. Pero binili niya yung isang unit doon with 4 bedrooms. So, yun yung ino-offer niya for Airbnb. And then, meron pa siyang 2 other properties. I mean, units sa another naman na location. So, different owners yun. Pero it's a very good property and located on a very nice area dito sa Kampala, Uganda.
Ayun. Thank you for sharing. Stephanie Agres, hello po. Yes, Princess Jane Yiga. Congrats 100,000 subscribers. Mula nakita ko sa vlog ni Kuya Ruel noon. Din ako sa vlog mo. Yes, thank you for that. And of course, may pakita ako dito, may litrato naman. Ngayon, ipang-litrato naman tayo. I would like to ask, anong food ito? Fufu? Fufu ba ito o hindi?
Let me see.
Or parang
chapati.
donuts? Parang siupaw. Akala ko siupaw.
Yan po yung para siyang, alam niyo pag nagbibilog tayo ng dough para gawing tinapay?
Yes.
Yung dough pa lang yan siya. Bali, pagkatapos niyang maging bilog ng ganyan, ipa-flatten yan, tapos parang ihahampas-hampas to make into round, flat bread. Yan naman yung tinatawag na chapati. Chapati ng Uganda.
Yes.
Yes. On that day, I took that photo. I went to a Rolex festival that happens once a year dito sa Uganda. Uganda is very well known with their Rolex. As street food made of chapati and an egg, omelette, and then iro-roll siya na parang burrito. So, yun yung Rolex. Pero as time went by, marami nang naisip ang tao na ipalaman sa Rolex. Kaya gumawa sila ng festival. Merong rabbit meat, merong beef, merong chicken, merong gulay, merong cheese, at marami pang iba. So, that festival was a really, really good experience for me. And I was very happy because my husband was very supportive on that day. Kasi ang dami kong kailangan iwanan na trabaho because of that.
And guys, speaking of chapati guys, na-try akong chapati because here in Saudi, we have chapati. Kahit sa mga Indian restaurant,
Yes.
mayroong chapati. And chapati is a valid English word guys. Sa Scrabble Dictionary guys, sa Collins, you can, mayroong word na chapati and it has different spellings. Kaya gusto ko yung word na yan, magamit sa, yan, chapati. And of course, speaking of that, ito yun, no?
Yes.
Yeah, this one, chapati. So, chapati can actually comes in different flavors. Pwede siyang may cheese o plain lang.
Meron, actually yung sa chapati po so far, yung natikman ko is plain chapati. Pero pag niro-roll siya, marami na siyang pwedeng ilagay na filling sa loob. Bago mo siya i-roll. It can be an omelette, it can be a mixture ng gulay. Meron ding atay ng baka. Yun yung tinry ko on that day. Atay ng baka at saka cheese na rollets.
Ayun. And let's have this one. Maliban sa business niyo, how is your business about travel and tours? Or like the Miraki? Sir Hassan.
Miraki Africa Safari.
Yes, the African Safari. How is this business going on now?
Oh, I would say it's something we're watching very critically. We faced some challenges during COVID. The world came to freeze. But we have picked up, we have successfully concluded some of our main trips around East Africa. We have a couple of them coming for December for Dubai. Like I told you earlier, Uganda is the pearl of Africa. We have the longest river in the longest river in the world. That is River Nile. We have the second largest lake in the world.
We have Safari Game Drive.
That is Lake Victoria, freshwater. We have a Brook Mountain with ice. That's Renzori. We have so many game safaris where people can see the animals, the gorillas, and we also the home for the silverback, the gorilla. These gorillas are like human. So we have a lot of attractions. Yes, we have a lot of attractions, and it's a business we believe will grow. We are also earmarking Ugandans traveling to Asian Pacific, Middle East, Dubai, as we open up into other markets. But also we're trying to domestically ensure that our clients within are able to travel to all our destinations here and the neighboring countries. So it's a very good business, and we have all the African big five animals. Someone can
the big
them
five.
Yes, the lions, the elephants, the leopards, the rhinos,
Hippopotamus is
the
part
hippopotamuses, yes. And the buffaloes. We have all these animals. Someone can enjoy them right in the game drive with their naked eyes, hunting and living their life like we also live our lives as a human.
Kasi Kuya Sam, no, let me mention lang, sa edad kong to, the first time I did the Safari Game Drive, it really brought a different kind of feeling, and I never thought I could feel that way. Hindi ko talaga ini-expect na ganun pala yung feeling, makita mo sila on their natural setting in the wild. So game drives for me is a must sa mga bumibisita dito, kahit kasi yung mga local minsan hindi sila nakakaabot doon kasi malayo siya dahil of course they have their own area and it's open. It's a wild area. Yes po, it's a savanna. So kung ano yung napapanood natin sa The Lion King, ganun yung kanyang setting. Pero ngayon, it's going to be real. Ayan, it's real.
Wow. Kaya sa mga gustong pumunta dito, gustong pumunta dyan sa Uganda, guys, pwede lang makontak sa inyo, di ba? Through ito, Miraki, sa inyong business, di ba?
Yes po. Kasi hands-on po talaga kami sa clients namin. I have myself, my husband, and another CEO of Meraki who really handles our clients the best way we can. Kasi lagi namin talagang goal is to exceed clients' expectations and to deliver the value of and the expectations of the clients. At talagang sobrang alaga kami sa clients namin, both international and local clients.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. Yes. At of course, dyan gaganapin ng, of course, nasa Philippine pageants tayo, dyan ang gaganapin ng Miss Planet, kung saan ang pambato natin si Nicole Budol, di ba?
Yes po.
Hipon Girl, di ba?
Yes po.
So,
Yes po.
Abangan natin. Looking forward na may kuan ka. Pwede, sana mabigyan ka ng permit na ma-live dito siya sa channel
Yes
mo,
po.
di ba? Looking
Yes
forward
po.
to that.
Sana po. I am praying for that event kasi it's a very big event not only for Uganda to showcase Uganda but also to be able to support our country, the Philippines. Kasi andito po si Miss Harley Nicole, ayan, para mag-represent ng Pilipinas. And I am very excited. My husband and I are very excited for this event.
Yes. Speaking of pageantry. Nawala ako. Yes. Yes, speaking of beauty pageants, kumusta ang beauty pageants diyan?
How is the beauty pageantry in Uganda?
It is something which is also given attention, but you know, the entertainment industry is one of the vibrant parts in Uganda. We have a well-dedicated committee which is handling that on the national level, and it's always exciting. We have produced some of the most beautiful women in the world. I think we compete with the Philippines, so
Yes.
it's a good mix.
Wow.
You know, Miss Uganda, Miss Planet. We have always been active in this kind of settings, and Philippines has been the same. So we are happy to be the country hosting it this time, and we are happy to receive the Philippine contestant. And then we hope if Uganda wins, we will smile. If Philippines wins, we will smile. So now we have two contestants. Yes.
Wow,
Better.
thank you for sharing. At ito gusto kong matanong, kumusta ang Filipino community sa Uganda? Marami bang Filipino diyan?
Masaya po ang community namin dito. Meron kaming around 100 plus Filipino community as of the current counting. Kasi no nag-family day kami last week, we had 130 Filipinos on attendance, including the kids. Masaya po dito yung community kasi what I saw, they are really putting much love and effort to put us together. At least meron kaming mga big events in a year. Meron kaming dalawa. I heard merong Family Day and Christmas together as a community. Other than that, I am aware na the Filipinos, they find time to be together on Sunday. Kung sino yung mga available, nag-spend time at nagbabanding yung mga Pinoy. So it's a very good thing to hear something like that kasi it means na alam niyo yun talagang merong effort. Meron din kaming set of officers who puts a lot of effort and love in making sure that Filipinos are well united kahit malayo kami sa Pilipinas. So ayan, yun po, maganda ang community dito ng Filipino sa Uganda. Hindi ganun kalaki compared sa Asia, like Thailand or UAE, pero we are here and we are happy.
Yes. Speaking of that, Sir Hassan, having a Filipino wife, what have you learned about Filipino culture or tradition?
The first thing is I've learned they are active. I normally tell Filipinos are homemakers, so they are active in their home affairs. They are trying to create, a good upbringing of kids. And they are also another thing I have appreciated about the culture is it is very business oriented. When probably you talk about business, Uganda is also people are very enterprising, but I find Filipinos also very enterprising. So it's a good mixture. Then there are people who love food, and they are committed. They are focused. When they're hard work.
Yes.
Sorry,
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. Tuloy lang.
Yes, there is a lot I'm learning. They are competitive. Their family, they try to keep the family together, and they have. I would say they don't rest until they get it done, and that's the kind of mindset I would love to keep around myself. So I am learning a lot. I am learning to appreciate things beyond my norms.
Alam mo kasi, Kuya Sam, natatawa ako kasi my husband always advised me to slow down. I'm not sure if it's just my character or it's me being a Filipino, but I know how Filipinos are. We can be so much into multitasking. We cannot
Exactly.
sit down. I believe we are like that. Yeah, so my husband always reminds me, honey, slow down. Don't pressure yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. Honey, one thing at a time, you know? Kasi alam niya, son, talaga, alam ng asawa ko na, honey, I really want to do this thing and I cannot settle without doing it. So, alam na alam niya. Though, ang character naman, I think the character-based, wala kaming masyadong kaibahan mag-asawa kasi in the end, it's not about where you live or what's your skin color. It's about your personal character as a tao. You can find someone from Africa and then you will see and you will be amazed how he behaves just like you. Wala namang kaibahan kasi that's his character eh. So hindi talaga ako nahirapan din.
Ito na, banggit mo yung slowdown na yan. Kasi minsan, pag masyado tayo mabilis ating ginagawa, minsan pati sa pagkain natin, ang bilis natin.
Yes
kasi
po.
minsan, ibang lahi kasama ko kumakain, yung last 2 days ago, nasabihin ako ng ibang lahi, na from Nepal, sabi niya, ba't ang bilis mong kumain? Sabi, slow down ka. Kasi,
Yes po,
minsan
totoo
mabilisan,
yan.
di ba? Oo.
Yes po, pero
Pero
sa
minsan-
atin, hindi naman siya mabilis, parang normal pace lang siya.
Kaya,
Dito
yan,
kasi sa Uganda din, they take their time when eating. Kaya yung mga anak ko, tinitrain ko sila on the table na not to take too much time. Kasi minsan naabot sila ng 1 oras, 2 oras. So talagang naapektuhan yung studies nila, ganun. So tinitrain ko sila na kumain muna. Talaga. Kasi napansin ko din, tinitake nila yung time nila for eating.
Yes, okay. So, speaking of that, siguro sa mga ugaling Pilipinong ganyan na sanay tayo sa mga mabilisan, the advantage is, pag may isang bagay na ginagawa, kahit magkasunod yan, hindi kaya at a time, madali nating ma-adjust ang sarili natin. Ibang lahi kasi, di ba, pag sabayin maraming trabaho para silang, di ba, yung tipong nakukonfuse.
Yes po. Yes po.
Yan. So, thank you for sharing ha. At ito, may pakita pa akong litrato dito. So, of course, nandito na. Yes. Speaking, kasi nakita ko yung mga zebra, nakita ko yung mga, sabi, the big five, the animals. Kaya guys, yung mga gustong pumunta diyan sa Uganda, pagkakataon na ninyo yan. Saan na yun? Okay. And of course, may lagi kong nababanggit sa video mo, pag binabanggit ang Jensen.
Yes po.
Ito yung pastil. I would like to ask, kung ang pastil ba yan is ito? Itong photo na to?
Yes
Nandito
po.
ba?
Yan yung pastil. Pero wala kami niyan dito.
Kasi sa mga Maguindanao, common to eh. Di ba?
Oh, sa Jensen, meron na po kaming ganyan sa Jensen.
Yes. Di ba kanin tapos may kuan lang? Actually, dito
Yes.
sa Saudi
Gusto ko
meron
yung
kami.
gawin dito sa bahay one time. Feeling ko magugustuhan nila yan pag ginawa ko dito sa bahay.
Kasi, at saka yung dahon ng saging, added flavor. Di ba?
Yes, talaga. Totoo yan. Meron silang ganyan dito pero hindi po kanin at ulam ang laman, kundi gulay, greens. So parang in-steam nila yung green sa loob ng dahon ng saging. So yung lasa ng gulay, na pure green lang siya at na-steam, ay parang may lasa ng dahon ng saging. Nilagay ko po yan sa parang yung bagong video ko na na-upload.
Yes.
Ay, hindi ko pa pala nailagay pero meron akong content kung saan nag-serve sila ng parang pastil ang itsura. Tapos hindi ko alam anong yung nasa loob. Pagbukas ko pala, dahon, gulay.
Ito. Okay, now, natanong ko si Sir Hassan about culture, natutunan sa Philippines. Ikaw, anong malaking bagay natutunan mo sa Ugandan culture?
Malaking natutunan ko in Ugandan culture. Hindi ko na maalala. Meron ba? Kasi hindi naman masyadong malayo eh. Ano din sila, family-oriented.
Okay.
Yes, family-oriented din sila. Ano pa ba? Mababait din at saka welcoming. Yung mayroon silang kultura na pag ikaw yung host, di ba sa atin sa Pilipinas, kapag ka ikaw ang host, ikaw lahat ang naghahanda. Pero pag pumupunta tayo sa ibang bahay, di ba natulong din po tayo yung kultura natin as no. Pero dito sa Uganda, kapag bisita ka, talagang nakaupo ka lang talaga. Hindi ka pwedeng tumulong. Pero nabigla sila sa akin kasi
Yes. Okay. Hello guys. Hello sa inyo lahat. Shoutout muna tayo sa lahat na nandiyan. Maraming salamat sa inyo guys. Siguro may problema pa sa internet.
yung kultura nating Pilipino na alam natin na busy sila sa... Hello?
Yes, hello.
Ayun.
Nakikinig kami. Yes.
So, nabigla po sila sa akin as a Filipino, lalong-lalo na yung mga kapamilya o relatives na asawa ko. Nung dinala niya ako dun sa bahay nila, sobrang busy nila sa kusina. Tapos bigla nila ako kusina at tumutulong na nabibigla. Kasi bakit siya nandito sa kusina? Dapat nandun lang siya nakaupo. Pero ngayon, sanay na sila na kapag andyan ako, bumibisita, talagang naghahanap ako ng way na makatulong. Hindi lang ako nakaupo at nagantay ng pagkain tapos aalis.
Exactly. Yes. And of course, maraming salamat sa pag-share niyan. Nakaka-relate din ako sa iyo na halos wala kang nakikitang pagkakaiba kasi pag ikaw yung tao sociable na marunong makitungo, parang hindi big deal ang pagkakaiba. Di ba kung mayroon man?
Actually, meron naman po yung una, pero nasanay na kasi yung mga wala naman po talaga. Wala naman po talaga kaibahan. In the end sa character lang talaga ng tao, pero sa kultura wala naman po masyadong mabigat na pagkakaiba. Though sa tribo ng asawa ko, kasi ang tribo ko po ay Ilonggo, ang tribo ng asawa ko ay Muganda. Sa tribo nila, meron silang ibang practices na hindi ko po ginagawa. Pero hindi pa po pinipwersa ng asawa ko. So meron silang behavior sa tribo nila na yung mga babae po ay naluhod sa mga lalaki kapag nagsiserve ng pagkain at kapag ka nag-greet.
Wow.
Pero
Thank
hindi
you
ko
for
po
sharing.
yung
Ano to, may
ginagawa
pakita
kasi...
akong...
Opo.
Yes, tuloy lang, Princess. Yan.
So yun po, hindi ko po siya ginagawa, pero understand naman ng asawa ko na it's my own decision. Hindi naman po siya nagpipwersa, pero I respect the culture and I respect their practices.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. May papakita akong photo. Kumusta ang... Ito, pakita ko muna. Nakita niyo?
Yes po.
If you have a word to describe that moment, ikaw, Ma'am Princess, what word is that?
Me? Ano ba? Unexpected.
Why? Kumusta ang kilig nung araw na yan?
Kasi alam ko I gave him a chance na mag-date kami, pero na-appreciate ko siya as tao, pero hindi ko ini-imagine na mag-aasawa at magpapakasal. So nung day na yon talagang, pero nawala kasi ang surprise that moment, Kuya Sam, kasi naman he was planning to propose and he was making the message on his phone, but because he was so nervous, sa sobrang kaba niya, na-send niya sa akin yung message. Kaya nawala ang surprise moment. So nasa table kami, hindi siya mapakali. Ako din hindi ako mapakali kakatingin sa kanya kasi hindi ko alam anong nangyayari. Nagbisita lang ako nandito sa Thailand, normal holiday lang siya. Tapos maya-maya tumunog yung cellphone ko. Wala naman kaming ginagawa, nasa restaurant lang naman kami. Pagbukas ko, proposal yung nakita ko. Hindi ko pa nag-get bakit may proposal sa cellphone ko. Yun pala, nagka-type siya ng proposal na isasabihin niya, pero sa sobrang kaba niya, na-send niya sa cellphone ko. Yun, di nasira yung surprise. Pero hindi ako nag-expect na mag-aasawa kami that year.
Okay, wow. Thank you sa pag-share. Sarasan, I have this last video to share. And let me, bago ko itanong sa iyo yung tanong, this video.
I can't believe we started out friends. Oh, it's like we were meant to be lovers.
Sarasan, how was that day? How will you describe that feeling?
Kuya Sam, it was, when I met Princess and I have already now proposed and now I'm going for the wedding, then I told her, you are taking me process by process. So I saw myself doing the right thing at the most appropriate time. But for me, the biggest imagination I had, it was my first time to travel for over 22 hours. I had a very long journey to make it for the wedding. I had about 16 hours, 16 to 18 hours to reach Hong Kong. Then from Hong Kong, connect to Manila. Then from Manila, you wait another almost 9 hours for the connecting flight to Jensan. So it was an amazing experience. It was my first time in the Philippines. I met new people. I remember being on one of the planes, and it had almost 600 people, and I was
The
only black guy, and I'm like, wow. So it's interesting. Sometimes I could reach places and people are looking at me and they're like, wow. Some wants to take pictures with you. Others are imagining, oh, we have never seen people like this. So it was an amazing experience. And coming in, going to Jensan, Mindanao, moving around Poromorok, Davao, Tupi, people are welcoming, the food, the entire, everything was fast moving, meeting Manny Pacquiao and what he's trying to do in the South. And it was full of fun. It was mind-blowing. It was educative to me. It encouraged me, seeing the people are doing well in the Philippines, those who are struggling, those are doing business. It made me also realize that actually we have a lot. We just don't know what we have and how best to appreciate them. So that moment was just, the winding up all the other events I'd experienced throughout my journey to reach that day. And the mom, Princess's mom, my mom, the way she received us, the way she accepted us, her siblings, they are a unit. They reminded me of those old days when I was growing up and I'm with my grandmom and my siblings and everyone. And the people on the street, I would say most of them were very welcoming. I did not find much trouble. It's a couple of few areas which you understand, and also imagining Philippines and Uganda is almost 8,600 miles in between each other. So it was a memorable experience. And when she was putting it in YouTube, she was asking me, are you okay with this? And I told her, that's the best place where the kids probably, when we are no longer existing, they can look at and say, yeah, mom and dad made it from different races, from different destinations. And this is what they did. So life can be actually lived better, especially when you travel and when you know more about others.
Actually, Kuya Sam, first time niya din yun talagang mag-travel outside of Uganda. So it was a very nerve-wracking experience for him. First time niya mag-travel out of Uganda, magpapakasal pa siya. Doon pa talaga sa pinakadulo ng Pilipinas, San General Santos City, pagkalayo-layo. Pagdating niya ng Manila, meron pa palang isang sakayan ng eroplano. Tapos first time niya din naka-experience ng dagat kasi walang dagat sa Uganda. Landlocked country siya. Meron lang silang lake. Tapos first time niya din makita na ang kalabaw ay nakatira din sa bahay ng tao, nasa likod ng mga bahay nakatali. Kasi dito po sa Uganda, kalabaw or buffalo are a very wild animal. Nobody stays with them. They are not staying with humans. They are in the wild together with the lion, hippopotamus, zebra, giraffe, elephants.
Hindi domesticated, di ba? Yung species ng carabao dyan sa?
Hindi po. Kaya nagtataka si Hasan, nagsakay kami ng tricycle o yung tricycad sa amin sa Jensan. Nakita niyo yung lalaki, hila-hila yung kalabaw sa may tali. Grabe yung amazing niya. Gusto niya nga mapapicture kaso meron yung fear. Kasi dito sa Uganda, hindi talaga yung very normal scenery.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. Yes, African women very intelligent pagdating sa beauty pageant. I love the Kenya, Nigeria, Uganda. Yes.
Nigerian.
Thank you. Wow. Flower ako din dyan. Nadsma. Yan, sa kaibigan si Nadsma. Hello, kinilig ako yun daw yung kanina. Yan. So with that, now I'd like to ask Sir Hasan. Sir Hasan, what is the best thing about having a Filipino wife like Princess Jane? Yiga?
They are very honest. That's what I can say. If they don't like something, they'll look directly into your eyes and they'll tell you, honey, I don't like that. Honey, I feel like this. They are very intelligent. They are very honest. They will put it straight in your eyes. And also, being a man, I believe I have to work for the family. But also having that wife, you know, that even if I'm not able to do certain things, they will carry on with that is also an amazing feeling. And then also, when they choose to listen, they can actually listen. And when they listen, they can they follow instructions very well. Especially when you find them in their best mood. Of course, there are situations where everything is flying, and you know there are challenges there and then. But
Yes.
but when you get them in the right mood, they are the kind of people who can follow instructions. They are the kind of people who will do things the way they have been instructed to do them. So they listen. Sometimes when you are educated and your spouse is educated, sometimes you come to a situation where you freeze, where you fight even when you don't need to
Yes.
fight. So what I've
Yeah,
found
yeah.
with Princess is if her mind has accepted your instructions or your guidance, she will listen, she will do it, and she will always fall back to seek for guidance where needed. And I might say they are hardworking. They don't give up. They don't give up. They are ever trying,
Thank
okay,
you.
what can we do to be better? And they are family.
Yes.
But the most important thing is they are very family oriented.
Yes. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Bago ko itanong the same question sa iyo, Ma'am Princess, I would like to ask, isa sa mga nagustuhan ng mga tao sa iyo, dito may mga African na mga nagtatrabaho sa iyo, alam mo yung ang bait mo sa kanila, yung pag-handle mo sa kanila, ano masasabi mo doon?
Well, stricto din po talaga ako as kasama nila sa tindahan. Kasi growing a shop, there's a lot of mistakes na nangyayari. At kasi kapag sa business, pag may mali, ibig sabihin malaking loss po yun. Hindi siya mali na nadadala lang ng sorry. Malaking kawalan po talaga pag
Pwedeng
sa
risky.
pera, lalong-lalo na yung lalong-lalo na po yung capital ang number one na challenge sa pag-start ng business kasi hindi naman kami pinanganak na mayaman ng asawa ko. So lahat po yan talaga ay sobrang napakalaking challenge. Pero at the end of the day, lagi kong sinasabihan yung mga kasamahan ko sa tindahan na life is still there. Paano ko yun pinapafeel sa kanila? I try to sit and eat with them. Kahit na at the end of the day, nagkasagutan kami dahil ganito, may ginawa silang maling desisyon, hindi sila nagsabi, or meron akong sinabi sa kanila na instruction, hindi nasunod, ang nangyari, nawalan kami ng napakalaking halaga. So merong mga ganong klaseng argument. Pero at the end of the day talaga, umuupo kami together, nagme-merienda kami together, nagluluto ako para sa kanila, nagluluto sila para sa akin, and we try to have this kind of conversation na life is still there, regardless of all the hassles and regardless of all the hard work na ginagawa namin para sa kanya-kanyang pamilya. Kasi I am there to support my shop. I am sacrificing. I don't see my kids and my family for 2 weeks, 1 week, sometimes 3 weeks. Nandun din sila para maghanap ng pera. Pero at the end of the day, we have to rest, sit down, and appreciate life as it is. Kaya nakikita nyo, may mga video po ako na kumakain kami together, nagme-merienda. Kasi ewan ko ba tayong mga Pilipino, we are, sa kultura natin, we cannot eat alone. We cannot eat alone. We always try to ask someone to join us. So, hindi ako nakakalunok ng tinapay pag hindi ko alam na yung tinapay na yun ay enough sa aming lahat. Tsaka alam ng mga tauhan ko yun na pag may tinapay ako sa lamesa, alam nila na i-distribute ko yan anytime of that day. Kasi alam nila na hindi ako nakakakain nang hindi kami nakakakain lahat. So sabi minsan nga ng asawa ko sa akin, sabi ko sa asawa ko, honey, gabi na kami nakarating dito, nagbenta pa kami sa truck. Sabi ng asawa ko, kumain ka na ba? Sabi ko, naku, hindi pa, kasi hindi pa rin kumakain yung mga kasamahan ko sa truck. Alangan namang umupo ako at kumain, sabay na kaming kakain mamaya pag natapos yung trabaho. So ganun. Meron talaga din, well, professional-wise, meron kaming mga argument, ganyan. Pero at the end of the day,
Yes,
nagtatawanan
iniwasan.
din kami. Alam nila na nakakapag-joke sila kay Madam. At alam naman ni Madam na lahat kami food is life. So, uupo tayo at kakain. Ganun lang yung buhay
Thank
namin.
you for sharing. Sir Rosan, I would like to ask, if there are times, mostly you are out for work and you are not with your family, so at that time, do you still keep watching the uploaded videos of Ma'am Princess do those videos like serve as like stress reliever to you, like when you are tired, but when you watch those videos, it's relieving.
Yes, thanks, Kuya Sam. Actually, I watch the videos for 3 reasons. The first reason is I dedicate an hour to see how Hade's content has gone, how is it trending, where can I advise for her to improve. It's sort of analytics, just to improve, make sure, okay, here you have done some mistakes, here you need to make it better, focus more on this, and also this is risky. I try to find time and look through and then also understand what really she needs to focus on, especially when it comes to this kind of content, because she really loves it and it makes her happy, it keeps her in a good mood and stuff like that. Then also the video helps me to catch up with the entire family, because sometimes I'm in areas of bad signal. I cannot speak to them, I cannot say hello to the kids, they are in school. But now in this video, you realize that she has probably caught up with the kids, some visitors home, maybe something at the shop. So I'm able to look at it and I'm like, oh, this is what has been happening when I'm at the hotel, probably where the signal is good. So the third thing is, it also motivates me. It makes me feel, okay, well, I'm doing what I'm doing, but my partner is also trying to do something. And each day, like I said, we're not so much here social media oriented people here in Uganda, but each day my appreciation, my understanding of what social media is all about is improving, and cut us off my wife because of what she's trying to put together in her content.
Kuya Sam, dagdag ko lang, kasi ako talaga yung hands-on sa bahay, kasi I know the nature of my husband's job. So alam ko na hindi ako nag-expect ng presence niya talaga, kasi I know his job and I know he loves it and I know he needs to be where he should be. So wala talagang choice. So I am, most of the time, ako yung hands-on, ako yung nakakakita ng mga ginagawa ng mga bata, at anong yung mga activities nila, saan sila kailangan sa ganitong oras, ganitong araw. So ganon. At the same time, kapag hindi ako nakakapunta sa mga tindahan, tumatawag ako sa mga kasamahan namin sa shop para mag-update ng report, magkano ang bentahan, anong challenges, anong problema, ganon. So, doon namin nababalance at least yung mga ganap-ganap sa pamilya naming mag-asawa.
Exactly. Wow. Thank you. Thank you sa pag-share. At saka gusto ko yung sinabi niya kanina na minsan sinusubaybayan ka niya. Minsan kung may parang hindi tama, pwede niya sabihin sa'yo. Maganda yun. Kasi sa vlogging actually guys, sa live streaming, kagaya ko, sometimes when you are doing live streaming and you feel at ease, parang komportable ka na. Parang at home ka na. Nakalimutan mo na may ginagawa ka na may nanonood pala sa'yo. Alam mo yung kayo ganon? So nakikita ko yung pag may-review. May sabi ko, alam ba, last time, ginaganon ko yung mga, alam mo, pinaglarawan ko yung bangko ko. Tapos minsan, sumasaya. Nakalimutan ko na may nanonood sa akin because na-comfortable lang ako. Hindi na ganon ako, hindi natin nawala na. Kaya malaking tulong gano'n yung sinabi ni...
Yes po. Actually, ang asawa ko talaga yung pinaka-personal manager ko since I grew. Hindi pa ako umabot ng 100,000 eh. Nasa mga 30,000, 20,000. Siya na talaga yung nagmamanage. Siya yung nag-asikaso ng mga comments. I mean, nagbabasa siya. And then, lagi niya akong binibigyan ng peace of his mind. Ganun. Maganda din na may comment din siya kasi minsan nga nakakalimutan ko. Honey, you shared the location of your apartment. Honey, you did like this. I think it's not safe. Ganon. Honey,
Yes,
someone
yes,
someone
yes.
commented like this and you have answered, I think you could have done better. Ganon siya. So ngayon,
Okay.
ito turn over ko na sa kanya lahat kasi maganda din talaga mag-manage yung asawa
May
ko. And I know
guidance.
that from the
Yes,
start.
exactly.
Yes.
Wow. Now, I'd like to ask, Ma'am Princess Jane, ano yung pinaka-appreciate mo? What do you appreciate most sa husband? Kay Sir Hassan?
He is a very selfless person. Yun lagi yung sinasabi ko sa kanya. And that was actually the reason why I married him and why I appreciated him and why I gave him, why I said yes to him. Kasi at the very beginning, nung unang pag-meet pa lang namin, I did not actually look at how he behaved towards other people, but how other people behaved towards him and when he was around. So I saw that people were very happy regardless of the age, mapabata man, mapasobrang tanda man. Alam niyo nang talaga nagsashine yung mga mata ng mga tao pag andyan siya. So ibig sabihin, he is really genuinely a very good and selfless person. So I've been telling him that actually until now, he can never say no to anyone because he has that willingness to always help. Regardless kung it can be advice, money. Alam mo Kuya Sam, itong asawa ko talaga sobrang napaka selfless. To the point na kahit minsan naghihirap kami kasi merong mga ganong moment, pag may humingi ng tulong sa asawa ko, I know it's not going to make him sleep. Kasi talagang meron siyang puso na matulungin talaga. Honey, may nag-message sa akin kaso wala talaga pero maghahanap ako ng paraan. Alam mo yung ganon na klase ng tao? So I always and other than being selfless, he is of course he's not greedy, not only with financial aspect but also mental aspect. Lagi siyang merong piece of advice for someone. Ayun. So lagi ko siyang kung sino man yung mga kasamahan, kaibigan or nasa palibot ni Hasan, talagang makaka-benefit sa kanyang peace of mind kasi hindi siya madamot. Hindi siya madamot. Marunong siya mag-share ng ideas niya, marunong siya mag-advise, ganun. At saka well-read at well-educated kasi yung asawa ko. Kaya marami siyang alam at marami siyang napagdaanan. So yun yung number one na pinaka-appreciate ko sa kanya as a person. I adore him as a person because of that.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. At ito na yata ang pinakamahabang interview na nagawa ko. Napasarap ang kwentuhan namin. Thank you for the time. Yes, Sir Hassan at Ma'am Princess. Yes. Ma'am Princess, kung may mga taong gusto mong pasalamatan, Sir Hassan, if there are people that you want to say thank you, or sino mga gusto pasalamatan, Ma'am Princess, take your time.
Okay. For me first, okay. I want to say thank you sa lahat po ng mga sumuporta sa akin since number 1 subscriber up to today. I am very emotional. Hindi ko alam saan ko ilalagay yung kasiyahan ko kasi alam mo Kuya Sam, every time na nababasa ko lahat ng mga comments at messages ng mga followers at subscribers ko, minsan nabibigla sila na you are responding to us, is it really you? Tapos nagkakatuwaan kami, nagsisend ako ng selfie, kahit nasaan ako, I don't care, I will send a selfie to them to let them know that I am really the one reading their comments and messages kapag kaya ng oras ko. Kasi to read and to know that I inspire people all over the world is not something normal. So if I knew from day one that I will inspire people like this, I would have documented every single thing in my life. Kasi gusto ko lang talaga mag-empower ng ibang tao. I want them to know that it's not the end of the world and someone out there is actually experiencing more challenges than you do, but they are keeping on pushing on. Ganun laging nasa isip ko. So, nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat ng supporters. Yes, that's one. Lahat ng followers, nagsusubaybay, lahat ng nag-subscribe, lahat na nagmamahal sa amin, ng pamilya ko, ng asawa ko, ng mga bata. We can feel your love, guys. It's really overwhelming to the fact that you are putting your own personal time to watch and send us a message and show appreciation. That is a big thing, a really big thing. And you are putting your time and a piece of your love for us kahit nandito kami sa Uganda, kahit na hindi nyo pa kami namimit. And then another thing, I want to thank all my family in South Cotabato. Ayan, maraming salamat, lalong-lalo na po sa mga kapatid ko, lahat ng mga kapatid ko na very supportive from the start, and all they did was to push and motivate me to do what I want and to do what makes me happy. And ngayon nga na umabot ako ng 106,000 subscribers, they are very, very happy for me kasi they saw my struggle as a content creator from the beginning. Ayun. I think for me, that's it. Of course, I have friends in Thailand as well who are very big supporters of our channel. Kasi I live in Thailand for 10 years. Some of them already moved out of Thailand, nasa Pilipinas, nasa Canada, ayan. So, and of course, other than my friends, and meron din akong gustong ipa-thank you ng very, very special kay Ruel of Pinoy in Equatorial Guinea for being there as a friend to me. From the beginning na day one na nag-message ako sa kanya at nag-reply siya, and he really advised and backs me up, and I feel na parang friend na talaga kaming dalawa kahit hindi pa kami nag-meet. I really appreciate him as a person, and I always tell him that I'm going to support him. I know he's going to be successful, and I'm so happy for him. He recently had 300,000, and I told him I'm very, very happy for him, and I'm not going to stop supporting him because I saw how sincere he was. I saw how sincere he is, that he really wants just to help and to share positivity in the world. That's all.
Wow.
Thank you. Anak ni Pachi Mungka. Yes, Sir San, your turn. Sino mga gusto pasalamatan ni Sir San?
For me, Kuya Sam, I'll first of all thank you for this opportunity. The interview is an amazing opportunity for us to express to all our followers, your followers, and everyone, and also the Philippine pageants. We are excited to host you in Uganda soon. We hope this comes a reality. And then I also thank the viewers, the followers. Oh my God, the love we are receiving from the Philippines, Dubai, Yiga, Saudi Arabia, Canada,
Zealand,
Hong Kong,
Spain,
New Zealand. It's like it's like we're making a family out of where we coming up with something. So interesting. Sometimes I'm reading comments and I'm smiling despite the hardships we go through in life. You see someone is taking a minute or a second to type something and say hello, the love they are showing to the children. We really appreciate. We hope one day we can host this entire family in Uganda or in the Philippines one day, and we can probably sit and chat and celebrate life. And we enjoy everyone from everywhere you are. Please keep following us. We are happy to follow you as well. Share your comments.
Subscribe.
We are willing to continue giving you the ideas on how we are living our life and how the experience is this part of the world. We know challenges are there, but we are not stopping. We will keep alive. God is good, and we hope everyone is keeping safe. We pray that you and your families are all doing well. I won't forget my family in Mindanao. Shout out to all of you. We love you. We hope to see you also soon. Thank you very much, Philippine pageants, and Kuya Sam.
Yes,
You're the best.
So
thank you very much.
Mashallah. Thank you. Yes. And thank you. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Princess Jane Yiga, of course, Sir Hassan Yiga, of course, si Raul ng Pinoy in Equatorial, because you're actually the very first two na in-interview ko that not part of the pageantry world, hindi beauty queens, mga ganyan. Kaya lang kasi nung una ko kayo napanood, sabi ko, dapat makita to ng buong, kahit dito sa pageantry world. At ito nga, na-surprise ako, kahit dito sa beauty pageants, kahit dito sa mga subscribers namin, mga followers namin sa beauty pageants, ang dami nakakakilala sa inyo. Kaya nga, yan. And thank you sa mga viewers na mga nanonood dyan. Yes. With that, I would like to ask, bago tayo magtapos, Ma'am Princess, we are in the vlogging world. We are in the social media world, and we are like a public figures. How do you keep that positivity, regardless of different comments or kahit sabihin natin may mga criticisms pa? How do you keep that positivity?
Well, at the end, kasi we cannot please anybody eh. I cannot please anybody. That's all. I am who I am. And all I want to do is to share my life here to inspire. Not, maybe my story is not for all. It doesn't fit all.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I cannot please anyone. You might learn something from me. You might not. But I'm sure that one or two of the people watching are getting or being inspired, or they choose to wake up each day because of what they see from our story. Yes.
And Kuya Sam, just to add on what Princess is saying, the moment you choose to share a piece of information or idea with others, you have chosen to make sure that it can help those who need that help. The people who will not use that information means they don't need it. So we try to live naturally. We try to take each step as it comes.
Yes.
Of course, there are those who will feel offended by some of the information we share, but there are a number of those who have reached out to us and they are saying, thanks for sharing. I was struggling with this. I've come up with this. I've seen what you're doing, and I think I can have a solution. And as a human being, we appreciate that, and we pray that we can continue to impact more and more people with our content.
Wow. Thank you sa inyong dalawa. Kasi
you
Ma'am
so much.
Princess, you're so welcome. Isa sa napatunayan ko dito sa social media world. At sa ngayon, regardless kung ano yung content mo, ano man dyan ang kuan, yung mas pagtotoo ka, mas mamahalin ka ng tao. Diba?
Totoo, that's true.
Yun.
That's very true. Actually, that's one of my learning dito sa content creating. When I let go of all my my consciousness sa katawan ko, physically, sa kung anong meron kami dito sa Uganda, doon ako talagang nagustuhan ng tao. Kasi what I am telling them, they can even feel it. Kahit na pinapanood lang nila ako, they can feel that it is a raw vlog. I am who I am, and this is what's happening right now in my family, and this is Uganda. Pag nasa part ako na medyo busy pero safe naman ako mag-content, I will take a content as long as hindi siya against sa YouTube policy at hindi siya against sa government, kasi we have to respect the location where we are, the country. I will share it kasi it is what it is here in Uganda. I'm not going to hide. There's a part that is not going to be pleasing in the eyes. There's a part that is very beautiful in the eyes. Pero at the end, we are sharing real talk. That's the whole purpose of this content of our channel.
Ayun. Tama yun. Totoo ka sa sarili mo. Yung going out of your comfort zone. Ako kasi guys, na Bisaya, matigas talaga ako magsalita. Pero the moment na natanggap ko na yung asin ko, that's my identity.
Yes.
Regardless magustuhan nyo hindi, yun, mas lumabas. Parang nailabas natin yung gusto natin, yung galing natin, di ba? Kasi yun na. Pero yung moment dati na nahiya ka na you might be criticized, yung mga fear of public speaking, glossophobia, fear of being criticized,
that's
ganyan,
true.
scopophobia.
Opo.
Wala, ialis mo yun. In the end of the day, wala naman tuloy lang.
Yes. And Kuya Sam, normally I am a very goofy and funny person. All my friends from the Philippines and Thailand knows that I am easy to be with and I am funny to be with. Kasi I was using language, our local language or Tagalog. So talagang ganito yung personalidad ko. But when you are speaking in English, it's quite challenging to be funny. It's quite challenging to look for a joke or to make funny out of something na wala kang ma-offend. Pero vlogging has trained me, and now my husband is even seeing the other side of me, that I can be goofy, I can be funny, I can be who I am without being embarrassed, because that's who
natural
I am.
Ka na. Natural ng labas.
He can actually see me eating, and I pick food out of my plate because I dropped it outside of my plate, but I don't care because I will do it even without the camera. So if I do it in front of the camera, my husband knows that this is the personality I have. And it's not dangerous. It's not like I am dying or something. So he just let me be. So vlogging opened up the real me, not only for the world, but for my husband as well. So hindi na ako conscious. Wala na akong mga ganon-ganon.
Correct. Exactly, yes. And with that, pati yung confident personality nila Nasri, nila Kahil, ni Ali, pati nga itong medyo moody na si Calvi. Minsan, nagbablog na rin di ba? Parang nagbablog na rin.
Yes
Gusto
po.
na rin makita
Actually, totoo yan. So their characters is actually out and people can notice yung different characters nila. Kuya Nasri is a very responsible and humble brother. At mahilig
Yes.
sa mga output, mga bagay na may output. Si Kahil naman, very playful. So,
Yes.
sobrang playful pero sobrang sweet. Ayan, si Ali naman very quiet but his head is big and he can be very thoughtful in his head but he can take time to speak. Ganun si Ali. Magkaiba talaga yung character nila. Si Kulit-Kulot naman, si Calvi, very outgoing, very outspoken. So maraming nagsasabi na Kulit-Kulot is going to be a very smart kid. Pero lahat naman sila smart, pero Kulit-Kulot is something else. May pagkano siya very, very confident sa edad niyang 2 years old.
Yes. And speaking of Chico, I think Chico will be the very first to speak Filipino. Kasi lagi kang kasama,
Yes.
lagi kang nagtatagalog. And looking forward, after Dada, mama
Yes.
na naman, di ba? Mabangkita niyang
I will
Finally.
be celebrating on that day. Kasi ngayon parang iniinis ako ni Chico. Kapag kasi nasabi ko say mama,
Oo nga,
tatawa
lagi.
pa muna siya bago niya sasabihin dada.
Correct. Okay, so
Wala,
guys,
bakit ganun?
Ma'am Princess, yes, kaya nga, para siyang nangaasar sa iyo. Pero nakakatuwa, natutuwa kami. Sir Hassan, Ma'am Princess, thank you for the time. Sa lahat ng
Thank you
viewers
so
natin
much
nandiyan,
po
thank
for
you
this
guys.
opportunity.
Wow. Wow. So masaya ako. Actually guys, dati, ma-share ko lang bago tayo magtapos. Grabe, sobra na kami sa oras pero napakasaya ko ngayong araw na to kasi nga napaka-interesting ng mga usapan namin. Ang una ko nakitang vlog kay Sir, kay Ma'am Princess. Tapos biglang ni-recommend ni YouTube si Kuya Raul. Ngayon, nag-comment ako, may vlog ka kasi sinabi si Raul, tapos sinabi mo yung saan siya makontak. Nag-message ako kay Kuya Raul first for interview. Gusto ko sanang that time, kayong dalawa sabay. Pero naisip ko, sabi ko, no, iba-iba sila ng malalaking mga YouTube, iba-iba sila ng content. Dapat they have their own interview. And thankfully, alhamdulillah, it is done. I have an interview done with Kuya Raul and now with you, Ma'am Princess, and ito pa kasama pa talaga ang napaka-supportive na husband, Sir Hassan. So, mashallah. Thank you so much for the time. So, this is Admin Sama na dito na Saudi. So, looking forward na magkita din tayo. Sir Hassan,
Yes,
good luck
looking
for
forward.
more,
You're welcome.
At looking forward na makalaro kita sa Scrabble.
Ay,
Ma'am
okay. Pero
Princess.
Sir Boy, parang talo na ako. Hindi ko alam ang matoke at chapati. Meron na pala.
Welcome.
Meron na.
Thank you, yes,
Pali puso. Puso meron.
Puso?
Ayan. Yes, puso, meron. Pero ginagamit ko na siya pero dito ko nalaman sa inyo yung meaning niya. Okay. So, thank you so much. Mabuhay kayo. Yan, mag-ingat.
Thank you po sa lahat ng nanonood.
Yes. Salam kala Nasri, Kahil, Ali, Calvi, at kati Chico na papa lang, dada lang ang alam. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Ingat kayo dyan. Yes. Ayun. Mashallah. Very nice interview with you guys. With you, that is family.